Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Ew.
How's it going?
Mm. Good.
Yeah.
You?
Good.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hyped
Okay.
for some D&D action?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who's going to provide that?
You!
Yeah, who
Oh.
would?
You're the DM. So silly.
Wait, I'm the DM. I'm down and dirty.
Definitely.
Oh, okay. I need some in music. Have everybody done what they need to do and are ready to go?
Yes.
I have to go grab some clothes from like a dryer in an hour, I think. Other than that, I'm good.
All right, so we're gonna write off your character in that moment. Noted. You slip and fall and hit your head on a rock. You can go get your clothing. No.
It's in an hour.
Oh, right. So in an hour we'll reenact that event. Okay. So
On a related note, I definitely also didn't, prep my warlock in the background.
oh, you definitely
Were you
didn't do
scared
that.
of dying?
Definitely don't have like the warlock just sitting in the character creation done.
Interesting. I feel like. Anyway, so
Let's call it a contingency plan.
Yeah, that seems. Yeah. Okay, so a quick resume of not resume, recap of what happened last time. So last time you found yourself at this castle, the ruined castle, having just taken care of Kamir in his little dungeon, faced with whoever this entity is before you, draped in his black and red clothing and hood and mask, inviting you to come visit him at his church somewhere within the city. You manage to navigate your way through the city thanks to Ballooners' careful movement and surveying the area, avoiding all creatures of whatever lurks in the dark in these streets. Once you arrive at the church, you were faced with a challenge to overcome yourself in some way, a shadowy figure of yourself. To what extent these characters may mimic who you were as a person or what they had equipped would reveal itself throughout the encounter. Brought close to the death's door, the two of you, you managed to overcome this challenge. And as a reward, you got to ask questions. You got to learn of what certain entities may have in the store for you should you continue on your endeavor as adventurers. You're also given the opportunity to choose a reward, treasures, more questions to be asked, or to salvage the city, redeem it, giving it a second chance. And that's the good heroes you have been so far, killing, a few guards and broken into some houses and all that, as good heroes do. You chose to salvage the city, redeem it. You brought light back. The clouds parted, the darkness disappeared. And the curse or whatever overcame the city has seemingly vanished. You had a guilty consciousness, thinking perhaps something could still be within the well that you had previously been in. These citizens in their small underground village, where you had last seen or heard from your lost companion. And as you ventured there, you quickly learned that all the citizens were eager to seek a way out. And thanks to the help of you guys, some nimble fingers that could fetch a makeshift rope ladder and a sleepy dragon, you managed to help all these citizens out. And now with a guilt-free consciousness and a few hundred people in tow, you made your way back to the harbor, pleased that you had accomplish something. Actually accomplish something for the first time throughout their adventure. Granted how short it may have been for Paluna at this point. And that's where we left off, with you guys having just arrived at the harbor. With all the adventurers at the harbor, watching these masses of people coming at them at the same time, while also wondering what had just transpired. That's where we left off, and the scene is yours. What do you want to do as you are approaching this harbor and all the people looking in your direction, seeming as you are the people leading this flock arriving?
Does it look like there are any ships in the harbor?
There are currently no ships docked at the harbor.
Would I be able to see if with my background as a sailor, is the harbor, does it have ships come about every once in a while? Like, does it show signs of being used enough?
Yes. There are definitely people waiting at the harbor in this very moment, people who have lined up crates and equipment and are just waiting for the next ship's arrival in some way. A familiar sight to you as you have been to many ports before.
So, should we maybe ask the dockmaster if there's a ship coming soon? Or what do you guys think?
Dockmaster. I'd rather not see that guy again.
Well,
I know, but
we're gonna have
could be useful.
to talk with him about, I wave back everybody, because if we only get one ship and everybody expects to get on that ship to get back to the mainland, this is gonna get violent.
I don't know where these guys are going, but we led them to safety, and that's our job done, I think. No?
Well, let's be more practical about it. Let's say we want to get on a ship. Everybody else wants to get on a ship. Is there one ship that could feasibly, I just saw a gesture around, take everybody? So-
No, probably not.
There's hundreds of people.
Exactly. And unless ships have changed a lot since last I was on one, unless it's a very big ship that's about to come in, there's not gonna be enough room. Now, what do you think a bunch of adventurers stuck in violent Hell City until recently, in weirder and weirder circumstances, are going to do when they're told, you cannot get on that ship?
Kill?
Oh,
At least going to be a problem, right?
They wouldn't
we
just
could-
start killing each other.
Well,
Let's just say it will get... I'd expect to go to fisticuffs. Hopefully not killing. If they start killing, we'll have to...
remember what they did to
Enforced
the other people who didn't want to leave the well?
Trust
Well,
me when
they
I say
didn't
this.
want them
No,
to
no, no.
leave the well, you know?
Well, when I say this, what I saw down there, if you wanted to keep people in that well and were willing to go to arms for it, you deserved to die. Nobody should be stuck in whatever that was.
Yeah, we were
Nope.
down there before. Well,
Wasn't
alright.
that bad?
I guess we can speak to the shady dockmaster, but be warned, Paluna, we kind of got into a battle with him before, and I don't think he's very fond of us. I look over there.
I mean,
Maybe,
probably not of
maybe
you
I,
and Lucian since you tried to attack him, you know?
maybe I can talk some sense into him. I did
think we
used to
just
work
go
on a
in.
ship, so I should know, the general way to talk a dockmaster into their good graces.
He isn't like any dockmaster I've met. Not that I've met that many, but he doesn't seem quite human. So just be careful.
I just
I'm
look
sure
look at
it's
us and
fine.
there's not a single human among us. We'll be fine.
Right. All right. Let's talk to him. If there is no boat, maybe we can find another way to get back to Eastwatch.
Alright, on to the Dockmaster it is.
Shouldn't we rest soon? It's late. Maybe we could get a room for the night first. Been out
Let's
for
let's
days.
get this sailing thing underfoot first. If we miss the ship, I'm going to be most cross.
Fine.
All right. I imagine you navigate, you lead Paluna towards where the Dockmaster might be situated in this moment. As you navigate the crowds, you're definitely hearing a lot of chattering about people talking about very much similar things about how to get away from this harbor in this very moment. And from time to time, you notice that people are gathering together and some are magically disappearing within the blink of an eye before you. And others are transforming into various creatures with wings and taking off into the distance. But for the most part, majority are waiting at the docks, waiting
At
for
least
something to
us.
happen.
At least there's a lot of resourceful people here. That's more than usual when it comes to this kind of thing.
And as you navigate the way to the Dockmaster's house that you've been at a few times at this point, you definitely notice that people are also waiting outside. And the Dockmaster himself is standing in front of the door. And Paluna, for the first time, you see this 8-9 feet tall, slinky, slank, whatever, thin figure with white skin and a top hat and a vest on, just pointing and directing, seemingly with a large grin on his face all the time. A very charismatic but eerie figure to look at.
Is it
Yeah.
clear that he is the Dockmaster?
It definitely seems to be in some directing, leading role in this very moment, and people seem to be looking at him and not trying to get past him into the house.
So I look to the other. This guy, it big guy with the top hat.
I look over at him. Yep, that's the guy.
Classy. Don't usually see most Dockmasters that well dressed. Is there like a line, or is it just,
There's a crowd. There's like a half circle around him and the house behind him.
I just start walking into the crowd, like slowly passing from like, excuse me, could I talk to the Dockmaster, to the individual people in the crowd to see if they'll let me through?
They're letting you through. They all seem to be like just murmuring a bit and listening to what the Dockmaster has to say in the moment.
Hail, Dockmaster!
A new face. Oh, it's been some time since I've seen you. How was your rest?
I just cross my arm
You're
and look
being
away, not
entirely-
wanting to talk to him.
You're being very creepy. So was this the Dockmaster when I landed 20 years ago?
Very much so.
But it is good to see that you are at least hale and hearty as ever. And if you could satiate my curiosity, because it has been a wild couple of days for me here, how many years ago was it that I went away?
Oh, I don't think I've seen you and your new companions for 30 or so years.
30. I had picked at 20. Alas, longer than I expected, but this is where I am, so here I am. Now, as you may or may not have noticed, we sort of caused a hustle and bustle of people around here, and they will all in various ways be wanting to go from one place to another, and most will probably be wanting to take the ships, but I do not imagine most ships have the capacity for this many passengers, so could you tell me what other options there are for traversing to other nearby settlements?
Oh, nearby settlements. We have... Well, are you looking to go home, or are you looking to venture out and seek new horizons, so to say, as a sailor would say it?
Personally, I'd like to get back to Eastwatch. It's been too long for my taste to be away from the job. But, that being said, if I can, how do I put it, make sure everybody else gets going to where they're going, I'll probably have an easier time getting onto a ship when it arrives.
Oh. So you're saying you want to be the leader of these adventures around you?
Leader and leader, let's think of more of it as a practical altruism. If I get them going to where they need to be, give them the right instructions here and there, there'll be less problem for me when I need to get going.
Huh. Well, as I've been trying to say, tell the others adventurers here, they are adventurers. They should seek whatever they want to seek. And if they have longings for home or family or lovers, then go. Rejoin them. But as I have an interest of staying in this location and see it grow once again, I can only recommend that some stay and help rebuild, while others may, who have no home, travel to Northwatch and join the cold Northern Army. Or some could travel to Eastwatch and join you on your adventures home. And aside from that, the wilderness is always welcoming for those who seek the unexpected.
Do I have a map? I might. Let me just check if I actually did something smart for once and got myself a map. I have some navigator's tools and I have a case for map and scrolls, but I didn't actually write down having a map. Mr. DM, would I have a map or would I not have a map?
You would have a rough outlining of where the rivers that lead through the mainland would go. But you don't have a map of the inland, because you mainly live from port to port.
Mr. Dogmaster, may I peruse, or do you have a map of the inland and local areas that I may peruse for a moment? That might help us both get people going where they need to go.
I can certainly give you points of interest in the nearby area, if that's what you're curious about.
I open my personal logbook and say well, if I were to want to, let's say, for some odd reason, walk to Northwatch, where would that be most feasible to start, and what landmarks should I watch out for?
So, we are currently at the northeastern coastline of this continent. To the northwest, in a direct line, you will reach Northwatch, but it is about a 7 days ride, or however means you have to get there. On foot, maybe a bit more, but you should be fairly unhindered by nature's challenges. To the west, we have the garrison of Northwatch, Taxwatch. It's a checkpoint. I believe a sailor like you would be familiar with these checkpoints. Granted, this one hasn't been used in quite a while since Darkmund had his change. So I'm not sure how they are faring these days as a checkpoint. It's about 5 days travel west, following the riverside all the way. To the south, we have a few mountain ranges and about a 14 days travel to Eastwatch. 7 days by boat.
What did you say? Mountains? I'm just writing this down. Mountains to the south?
Yes.
How many days was it?
14 days.
14 days. And how traversable is this mountainous terrain? Got any roads?
You could navigate around. That would bring you... So the mountain range in the way is called Resolute Ridge. I can't say to its inhabitants how they are faring these days, considering my duty has been in this city. But if you navigate around it further west before going south, you'll reach other mountains that prove challenging in other ways. Granted, it's history, that is. And that
I
seems
do
to
like
be-
seeing what's behind that hill or on the other side of the horizon, so maybe someday, but for now I'll keep my focus on the problem at hand. I have just one last question for you, good Dockmaster. When is the next ship arriving, and do you know which one it will be?
Oh, I mean, usually adventurers request them through your little trinket around your neck. There are no, well, not any longer at least, since your friends took care of that issue. The usual shipments that arrive here surprisingly have no more business here, so they have been called off.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
We are all on
No.
our best behavior.
Yes.
Hmm.
So, you're saying there's no ships going to Eastwatch?
Well, not unless called or ordered via, and I hold up my adventurous necklace, just a standard request to, I assume, the Sailors Guild, it would be? Or the Sailors Union, or,
Whoever Dockmaster is responsible, who
Yeah.
you have, if you've had contact with any.
Well, I assume I've had a lot of contacts with a lot of Dockmasters around. The problem is that was 30 years ago.
Isn't that a challenge? Well, I'm sure you could request it from other adventurers to hitchhike on their vessel.
Yeah, but if we need to let a ship come from Eastwatch, then it will take 7 days, and then it's 7 days back. Might as well just walk there.
Walk. I walk a
Yeah.
step closer to the Dockmaster. Is there any horses, any ways of travel not by foot?
He grins and looks around at the surroundings. Ah, yes. Plenty of horses around.
With all the
Is
dark and glorious days this place has been through, I doubt we're gonna find any animals of locomotion these times.
He points at his nose and points at you. Smart one.
I rolled my eyes. Oh, annoying.
Think about it like this, Valentina. Excellent opportunity to go see something you haven't seen before. There's all kinds of wonder out there, just waiting for you to go out there and see it. So
Well-
sometimes the best thing you can do is just get on the road.
Yes, I guess so. It's just so much walking.
You have to get somewhere somehow. Don't you have to walk whenever you have to get some food? Talk to a client? Walking's a natural part of life. No reason to be afraid of it.
I guess, yeah. So, I think maybe we have some contacts in Eastwatch that could maybe send a ship, but like Beer said, it would take 7 days for it to get here, and then it would take 7 days to get back, so...
Yeah, and who
Walking it
knows
is.
who knows how much it costs to just hire one ship for us, like, that's a lot.
Alright then.
Do we have enough money?
No, I need like 20,000 gold, so I don't have enough money.
Anyhow,
It's
I
a
have
long
a
story,
plan.
I'll explain.
Yes, I have a plan. How much money you want is up to you, not me. So, we get everybody together and just tell them the different directions that are worth going, and then we personally will be heading the road to Eastwatch, and everybody else may decide what they want to do on their own. That way we can make sure that things are, at least everybody has the knowledge they need to move on from here. Or stay, if they truly want to start,
Let's bring Jimmy with
reviving
us.
the city. Were you
Yeah,
suggesting we would
okay,
leave him?
sure.
What?
Were you suggesting we should leave him?
No, I'm suggesting we should bring him.
Never mind.
Could be useful to have a dragon in our
Yeah.
party. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe I could ride him.
Whoa.
Let's not get too spiffy there.
Well.
You
Anyway,
Jumping
sure? I thought you
sharks.
said you weren't interested in him.
I'm not.
But you want to ride him?
So I don't have to walk, of course.
Oh, like that.
What are you thinking, Beer?
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hmm. Okay, well, let's head out then. And maybe we could wait until the morning before we take off because it's very late.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Oh, and maybe we could try to get some supplies if needed by talking to other adventurers. You see, Paluna, there are no vendors and stuff like that here. You just have to trade with others.
That surprises me greatly. You're telling me there's a lack of civilization here. I just looked to the Dockmaster. I couldn't
Yes.
have picked up on that.
I know, it's crazy. I'm completely not picking up that you're being sarcastic.
I just slowly nod. I imagine the Dockmaster out of the eyes, just like, yeah, he's having a laugh internally at this.
He's laughing while seemingly also multitasking, navigating other people and instructing them. But he's definitely listening into the conversation.
Well, my plan is at least to, go gather up whatever stragglers there are and relay what the Dockmaster has told, give them the prerequisite directions to tell them what they can do, give everybody some time to decide, and then, settle in with Valentina, Beer, and Jimmy, and what's it called? Kiara? And Kira, and then start, get supplies and get ready to move on for the journey, for whatever we choose.
Yep.
All right. So, in what way would you like to captivate the attention of the people around you at the dock to provide this message?
Well, not so much try and be captivating, but just be practical. Like, be someone who has traveled the world a lot, mostly on a ship, but also knowing that you can get around different ways. Someone who's just been curious of the world and say, like, okay, here are your options. This is what you can do. Make your choices, but this is what you need to know. And then sort of have people go around word of mouth saying they can find me there. I'll give instructions, because I feel at least I was fairly central to saving most of them. So some of them that are without direction might come looking for me to get direction. And then just sit around in the harbor and dock area helping, sort through everyone. So we at the end of the day have a somewhat idea of who's going where. Well, not really having an idea of who's going where, but have people sorted and get things moving.
All right. As you're navigating through the harbor and trying to relay this message, you notice that most people are just belonging to a small group of 2 to 3 people discussing recent events. And while you're trying to get their attention to provide this message, they seem to already be working on something in their own mind, or may already taking steps in a direction you may not be aware of. But a few lone stragglers are definitely listening closely to your message, and they're sort of trailing behind you as you walk through the harbor, gathering a small crowd of 10 to 15 people.
But when I start having, the crowd done, I'd at least ask them what their plan is if they're going to stick around with me, because I will be going to Eastwatch.
The general notion of the group is that most people don't seem to have a direction to go in. Some relay that they have lost their party members and are hoping to find new party groups to join. And some are just hoping to find new purpose and are seeking guidance in some way towards that.
So all the ones who lost their party members and have nowhere, are sort of trying to figure out not purpose, but just direction to go. I'd say to them all that Eastwatch is somewhat of a large city of opportunity. There is a job there for you if you want it. To the ones without a purpose, I'd encourage them all to be become couriers or go see the world or start helping rebuild the city and get their names in the history books that way.
Make a persuasion check for me. You get this general notion of disappointment in some way. And they seem to be gathering in their own groups, discussing what could potentially be a purpose shared amongst them in some way. But not too
Good.
persuaded by whatever you had in mind, maybe.
Fantastic. That means that they won't be surprised when I move on, and that, like, my guy's not a leader. He is I want to walk over that hill. But when push comes to shove and there's an entire city of people to free, he's okay with giving a hand. He's a fundamentally good guy.
All right. With that said and done, and people seem to be gathering in groups more and more in general around the harbor. You see more seem to be gathering towards the docks, abiding their time in some way. Others seem to be picking up pieces of scrap from the streets. Noticeably, the barrier that Beer and Valentina exited through is no longer there, and small drops of soot and ash is landing onto what used to be the clean streets, and people are seemingly taking care of that as well, slowly collecting things and putting them aside with useful and not useful materials. Some seem to have really taken it upon themselves to help bring life back to this town, encouraged mostly by the Dockmaster.
Well, while Paluna is like talking with these adventurers, I would like to talk to the Dockmaster by myself. If that's possible.
Right. When you say by yourself, you're just talking like standing amongst the crowd and having your own word, or you're talking like you want to pull him aside and...
No, I mean, just without my party members, I guess. Just while they're doing their thing.
All right. Are you going to do that as like stealthily sneak away from the group, or are you just politely
I'm just going to walk over there.
Okay. Is anyone in the group wanting to take notice of this, or are you just going to let that happen?
He can handle himself. Like, if he's not being stealthy about it, of course I'll notice that he's off doing something else, but I won't chase him down on it.
Yeah, I probably noticed him walk away since he's very big, but I wouldn't chase him down. I'd probably just stand by with Kira.
All right. Do you find yourself in the same gatherer group? They have slightly thinned down at this point as people are slowly figuring out a purpose and a direction. But there's still a few people awaiting something from the Dockmaster, and you're now finding yourselves to be amongst them.
Yeah, I'll wait politely for like an opening, and when I lock eyes with him, and I'll ask him, Mr. Dockmaster.
The blue friendly guy. Hi.
Yeah, hello. Once again, my apologies for what happened the other day, my friends. They're hard to control, you know.
I see the one with the outburst is no longer among you.
We unfortunately lost him. But we'll find him.
Oh, so he didn't perish. He just got lost in his way.
Yeah, something like that. It's a long story. I had a question though. I heard something about a service you provide. A very special kind of service. One revolving like relics.
Yes.
I'll quietly say that so not too many people hear that.
Make a stealth check.
It's probably still very loud, but Beer tries
What
to
about them relics, huh?
Oh, never
No,
mind.
the matinee
Imagine you
of
go
Waterland.
that one and you just shout randomly.
Yeah.
And as you're saying that, much like when you were in the auction, you hear a sound in your head. Yes, me and the auction director provide the very same service of fusing you with relics. Have a little adventurer become so lucky as to find one?
Yeah, yeah. I may have found something like that. I think I found something. I'll say this all in my head now that he made the connection with me.
Yep.
And I found something, and when I attuned to it, I felt something hidden in the ice. I was thinking maybe you could help me with that.
Of course. Granted, I am a bit busy right now, but should you come back at night time? Oh, I could call for the director to aid you. He shouldn't be as busy as I am in this moment.
Okay. Yeah. What would it cost to have this service?
Granted, it's outside of the usual auction service. 300 gold.
We do like 200 maybe. I'm not that rich, you know.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage, granted, you're the only one who didn't attack him during the encounter.
Persuasion. Oh boy.
Oh, poor Beer.
300 is the lowest I can go, I'm afraid. It does take quite the toll on my body.
Oh, I get it. That's fine, yeah. I'll come back at night, okay?
We have an agreement.
Alright, just meet you here at the Dockmaster house. Okay. I'll walk away.
Alright. He continues his spiel, talking with the crowd around you as you walk away, seemingly acting like as if nothing has happened between you and him. Alright. Valentin, are you doing anything in this? Do you have something else?
No, I'll walk back to my party.
Okay. Valentin, do you have something else in this moment while your party members are off doing other things?
I'm just eager to get to the inn. So I would probably try to look for my party members and tell them I want to go to the inn now.
Right. Paluna is definitely easy to make eye of. Granted, he is making him very well noticed amongst the people. And Beer is Beer. So he's also really easy to catch up on. So what message do you relate to your party members?
Are we done? Can we go?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I think everybody at least. There's nobody who's lost truly anymore. Not in the sense that matters to us. So, with that done, let's rest up, resource up, and rock on.
Right. Come along, Kira.
Finally you take notice of me. Did I miss something back at the church?
You could say that.
Yeah.
Surely you didn't need a stealthily person to take care of something behind the curtains, right?
I'll fill you in later.
Okay.
Let's get a room for the night.
Understood. She follows along, and you all gather in the inn that most of you have been at one day at least. The surroundings seems to be the same as outside. Adventurers are gathering around the table. They're pulling out inventory from their bags and figuring out how much they have left and how long they can stay here for, waiting for a vessel to arrive.
Oh, while we're walking to the inn, could I talk to Beer for a second?
Sure, you pull Beer aside before you enter the inn.
Beer, I just remembered, you know last time when we were sleeping out in that old shack?
Which one? There have been so many.
Yeah, that's true. The last one we were in?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I was up. I forgot to tell you because I got distracted, but there was a bunch of flowers that sprouted around you while you were sleeping.
Again?
Again?
I mean, oh no, last time it was a circle of mushrooms.
I just sort of looked back and like, say what now?
I thought maybe the mushrooms were because you didn't shower, but the flowers. I didn't recognize them. I tried to touch it, but nothing really happened.
Can you like describe them to me?
Yes,
Like,
of course.
What did they look like?
I tried to recall what they looked like.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Not only do you recall what they look like, you also sort of remember seeing them before in some way. Like this orange and green flower. Did you have seen Beer's possession before?
Were they all that flower?
All the very same flower.
They were like those, you know, the flower you were holding on to for a while. They were all like that, like orange and green.
Oh, that's amazing.
Did I remember if they had any sort of scent?
No.
Well, I thought you'd like to know. I don't know why that happened to you, but it was kind of strange.
I don't know. It's like sometimes it feels like the Feywilds are, they're calling me home. Like, they want me to go back or something. I don't know.
Maybe. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's been a while, that we've been here on this journey. So.
How long have you been away from the Feywilds?
Well, when did we meet? Like a few weeks ago.
That's when you got lost?
Yeah, about a week before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly how long it's been, but quite a while.
Well, hopefully one day you'll find the means to return.
Yeah, I need like 20,000 gold. Then that lady in the library,
Oh, she was horrible.
Sorry. Yeah, but she could teleport me back to the Feywilds, she said.
Don't trust her. She was a noble, I think.
You think so? She was lying to me?
Probably.
I'll kill her.
I'll help you.
Okay.
I walk into the inn.
But yeah, thanks for letting me know. Like, if you see anything, that reminds you of the Feywild, just be sure to let me know.
I will.
I don't quite understand it myself, but like strange things are happening.
That's for sure.
Like this morning, I found like this berry in my pocket. Yeah, taste it. I'll give you like a bit of a dried like berry.
I look at the berry to see if it looks good. Like, does it look molded or anything?
No, it looks fine. It's just like a nice little purple berry.
Do I recognize the berry?
Bit right.
Make a nature check.
Nature check.
Would you say with that roll she barely recognizes it?
There's no recognition of it. It doesn't seem to be a berry that is of this plane.
I look at it and look up at Beer. Are you sure this is safe?
Yeah, I ate one today, and it's like, I felt so full. I wasn't hungry at all today. Just eat it. You'll be fine.
Beer, I have to say, but I think what you constitute as being fine is a little bit more than the rest of us.
I eat the berry because I'm really hungry.
You want one as well, Paluna? They're really tasty. I found like a bunch of them in my pocket this morning, so I don't know where they came from, but decided to eat one, and they were really nice. I'll give you one berry as well.
Can I identify the berry?
I guess in your casting identify?
No, I don't have that. Just like... Well, this is a different kind of berry than usual.
Make a nature check.
I cannot identify the berry.
Does not strike you as familiar in any way.
Interesting. Yum.
I would
Chow
like...
it down.
Okay. Bia, tell me what happens when they bury.
Well, they feel very full. Did you guys have any damage?
No?
Missing HP?
I don't. We leveled up after last turn. Does we still have missing HP?
You don't regain all your HP.
Okay, then
Yeah.
yes, I have missing HP.
Oh, you regain 1 HP.
There you go.
Additionally, I would like for both of you to roll a d100.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Love gambling. Uh-oh.
What?
You just did the equivalent of rolling a nat 1 and a d100.
You're now cursed.
Valentina,
Oh no.
as you're looking at Bia while eating this berry, that seems to be quite filling and tasteful, you start to see letters before your eyes. Just random letters. Paluna. For the next surge of moment, you feel something overtake your body, and you can't seem to control your voice. You just feel uneager to shout whatever you want to say.
So I feel eager to shout whatever I want to say.
For the next minute, you can only shout when you speak.
Valentina's just looking around with her head trying to read the letters.
Yeah, I told you they were pretty nice, right?
What does it say? What does it say?
Oh,
What do you
no,
mean?
these berries are good.
Balloona,
What
you're
do you
so
mean?
loud.
Now. What do you mean so loud? I'm speaking with my normal voice.
Balloona, stop shouting. I'm trying to read.
Read what? There's nothing here.
All those letters. Look, A, P,
Man, you must be seeing shit. There must be something in these berries that disagrees
Balloona, oh
with
my
whatever you
god!
are.
Shut
Because
up!
I
You're
see
so
no
loud!
letter.
Here, what does it say? Can you read?
No, I can't read. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not very nice of you to make fun of me like that, Valentina.
Yeah, I wasn't making fun of you. But don't you
Yeah,
see
but
all these
know
letters?
I can't read,
I
so...
forgot. It's Baloona's fault for shouting so much. I forgot. I'm sorry. Okay?
Okay,
You're
okay.
shifting blame unreasonably to somebody else when you should have known you cannot read if you had been informed of this previously.
Amid talking, your voice subsides and returns to normal speech level.
I mean, I haven't been shouting, Valentina. Come on. Be serious.
You were shouting really loud.
No?
He was shouting, right?
Yeah.
See?
You guys were hearing things.
That's fine. Well, but like I told you, these bears are pretty good, right? So just I don't have that many left, so I'll see if I can save them up.
Yeah, hold on to those. Very strange berries. Maybe they're from the Feywild.
Yeah, I think so. But they just came here, you know, like they just appeared in my pocket. So
How strange.
yeah, but that's what I say. Like you saw some flowers, I found some berries. Like we need to keep our eyes open for all these things, you know.
Yes.
Anyway, let's go find some beer, yeah?
Yes. Find a table, maybe? I'm just gonna go talk to the innkeeper.
Okay.
Right. And as you enter the inn properly this time, Valentina, you notice that a lot of people are talking amongst themselves, talking about how to split items apart and how to navigate through, and people are saying, yeah, I trust you. And when you hear these words, you catch on to something. People are lying, and it's somehow blatantly obvious to you that they're lying. You hear someone say, "Oh yeah, definitely split the share even," and the letters before your eyes form and saying, "Yeah, I definitely took a part for myself."
I point at the person who said that and I just go, he's lying.
Huh? What?
I just
Ignore her.
I just said, just don't start things. Don't start things. This isn't in. People will say all kinds of shit. Just
Fine.
we're on our own. We don't need to put ourselves into other people's lives.
All right. There's a bunch of liars in here. Just
How do you know that?
And in.
Yeah.
What
Well,
kind
the
of
actors told me.
irreputable in? Interesting. Anyhow, what kind of irreputable inn would not be filled with lying, alcohol, and mischievous behavior? It's a rogue's den.
I guess. I walk up to the innkeeper.
Yes. What can I help you with?
I need a room with 2 beds.
Take a room. 5 gold.
I give him 5 gold.
Thank you. All right.
I look over at Balloon and Beer. You guys getting rooms?
I would assume so.
I'll sleep outside.
Good sir. I would request a decent room and a mug of your finest beer for me and my companion beer.
Oh, Paluna, they don't have any beer in this one.
You don't have any beer?
Don't worry about
all
it.
out.
I have beer.
Then I suppose it's just a room I'm looking for.
There is only one kind of room. 5 gold.
Yep. Works for me.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yes, yes.
why are you so down? We saved the city. We lifted the curse. I thought you would be, a bit more happy.
I am happy.
Wait, this is happy? I don't want to see you sad.
Think about all the business this should bring.
Yay.
Does he, can I insight or perception check to see if this man is actually happy?
Make an insight check. Doesn't seem to be lying. But he's not very enthusiastic.
What an intriguing fellow.
I start looking around the room for a free table.
There is a few free tables in sections where they will be surrounded by other adventure groups.
I walk up to a table and pull out 2 kegs of beer on the table.
All right.
I'd join over. Ooh, now we're talking.
Where's your beer?
Here, come on, gotta
My-
share.
Okay, fine.
Besides, nothing's better than drinking than when you're drinking together.
No, that's not true.
I just look at you like you're speaking some kind of foreign language to me. Paluna is definitely one that enjoys the social aspect of drinking.
Bear just enjoys the drinking part of drinking. He just enjoys the taste of beer.
Well,
Fine, I'll
enjoy.
share.
I will see if I can do some trading. You guys just start enjoying.
Ooh. If you happen to find any health potions, grab me some. Yeah, I'll pay you back.
Sure.
Ditto. I am also out of health potions and could really use a restock.
Alright, I'll see how many health potions I can find.
I've got some spare change to go around. As I scrounge up a mug from my big old carrier and a trunk and get myself some beer.
Plenty of beer amongst your party members to go around.
I will walk over to a group of adventurers.
Plenty of those around.
Hello.
What do you want?
I want health potions. Do you have any? We can trade.
He's looking around. His party members, like this middle-aged dwarf, looking towards the half-orc and a human in his party. Are we planning on adventuring anymore? We're taking the next boat out of here. They're debating amongst themselves for a bit. We have a few, the human begins to explain. We have a few. We have 5 potions of this smaller variety.
And is that all you have?
What else are you looking for?
Well, I just wonder if you had more than 5.
We need some for ourselves. The water proved to be treacherous on our way here, and we were in need of one ourselves at a moment.
That's fine.
5 potions, 70 gold each.
70 for small potions?
Very much so.
Don't you think that's a bit steep of a price?
You're welcome to try your luck elsewhere.
50 gold piece.
Make a persuasion check. Ah, 50 gold. That's what we bought them for. Should make a profit. 58 gold.
Mm, 55.
Can't go any lower. The circumstances warrant a higher price. And we could frankly use the money, granted our recent coming to our senses again.
Thanks to me.
Make a persuasion check.
That's a really good argument, though.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's not certain that they were aware of who. Yes, everybody these days seems to be announcing themselves to be the heroes of the city, don't they?
But I am.
Well, just about everybody who got out of the well at least saw my face.
Right, but you're not a part of this interaction.
I'm not a part of this interaction, which is so funny.
Fine, 58 apiece.
You're taking all 5?
I'm taking all 5.
Good. That will be 290 gold, please. Am I doing that right? No.
290.
Should be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Quick math.
1 second.
Reverse math time. She brings out the calculator.
Okay.
Calc.
Thank you for your business, gentlemen. And that was 5 2d4 plus 2. Yeah. All right. I'll walk up to. I'll look for another group of adventurers.
Unless you're walking through the tavern, most seem to be either out of potions or not willing to depart with theirs, as they are not quite set on returning home by ship.
Okay.
And one of them advised you to maybe look for the harbor for the people who are waiting for the boat, as they may be more willing to depart. As you recognize, has been a pattern before, while doing the exact same thing.
All right. I'll walk back to Biren Paluna. I found not that many, but I'll pull out 4 and give them 2 each, and say that's 116 gold each.
Right?
I think this is enough, and I give you like 130 gold.
I'll give you 116.
Still problem with counting.
How will Beer ever know that he has 20k gold? No one will know. Just a bottomless bag filled with gold. Is this enough?
Just
Poor Sala.
yeah. He just does it by like he just guesses. Like he's been trading a little bit now and then, right? So he knows like somewhat what it feels like to have like 50 gold pieces or something. So he just like it should be fine. Just
once found a gold pile of 5,000 gold. So if I have 4 more of those, I should be good.
Exactly.
I'll just throw it in my pocket.
Yoink. All right. What is your intentions with your stay at the inn? You have rooms, and are you just waiting time and then going to rest, or are you looking for information, or you just want to talk events through?
I mean, I'll be in the inn, probably gossiping with various adventurers, talking about, where they'll go, how, like, what they were doing before they came here. Just small talk, really.
Could you make a general...
If I happen upon any rogues, I will also slip some thieves' cant in to hear if they know what's going on at Eastwatch.
All right. Can I have you make a general persuasion check?
Sure.
Just so we can see how the night goes for you.
It's been a long day for everybody.
Yeah,
Probably not everybody's in the mood for small talk.
I think Beer put it the best way. There is no language proficiency this night. You're getting slightly tipsy in drinking beer, and
No.
it's just been a long day.
Oh, I would also have relayed to Paluna and Beer when I got back that it would be possible to maybe trade with adventurers at the harbor.
Okay.
I'll try to remember that tomorrow. But woohoo!
Well,
you guys seeing that there's like 4 counters over there, man? Dude.
What? We've only had like 2 beers. You're already drunk.
11 con.
Beer, not everyone can drink as much as you.
No, it's fine. It just means it's more for me. So
this is a sailor that cannot really hold their alcohol.
Hasn't been drinking anything in 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
He woke up like yesterday, so can't really blame him.
All right. The night goes by, and you reach about the point where it would make sense to go to bed.
I will get up and say good night, and I'll tell Kira to come with me.
If the party's going to bed, I'll follow up. That's probably a wise point to
start. You guys have a good night. I'll finish this keg over here, and then I'll go sleep outside or something. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, Beer.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.
I would like to head to my room with Kira.
Kira is obediently following along as if she didn't have a choice.
Oh wait, she doesn't.
Oh wait, she doesn't.
He has just gotten the free will absolutely robbed from her, and Paluna at this point is just like, I'm better off not asking these questions.
Is there 2 beds in the room like I requested?
There is 1 bed.
I open the door and I just sigh. I did ask for 2 beds, Kira, but...
Do you want me to go and get enough room for myself, or...?
No, we can share.
Oh? I thought you weren't into these kind of things. We talked about that before.
What kind of... Oh, Kira, get your mind out of the gutter.
Oh. It wouldn't be my first time sharing a bed with a woman.
I blush a little. Just come in here. I have something to talk to you about.
Did you know that as a vampire you quite probably can't blush, because that would mean like active blood flow?
Actually,
get rules, lawyered.
I pull her into the room and I close the door.
All right. So if you weren't gonna bed with me, then...
Well, we are sleeping. obviously,
well,
but
okay, and
I kind of I had a question.
right.
Do you have warm blood?
Hey, yo.
You know, it's been a long day, a long few days,
Right.
and I'm hungry. And no matter,
Well, we were just at the end. You could have gotten plenty of food.
I know, it's just lately, no matter how much I eat, I'm just never satisfied like I used to.
Okay, have you tried different food?
Well, here's the thing, Kira. Do you remember when we were at that mansion and there was these maids?
Ah, yes, the creepy little girls and that awfully pale mansion lord or whatever the fuck he was, and I got knocked out, reawoken, knocked out again. Did it happen a third time? I don't know. I just love being with you guys. It's the best.
Yeah, and do you remember how they kind of, they bit?
Yeah, I do remember feeling them biting into me. What about it?
Well, I'm a vampire. But it kind of seems
And
like I...
and what, like, are you talking about the vampires from the stories to tell, or are you talking about like something else, like that means that you're from the western part of the world?
The moment when you realize you aren't just enslaved to a person, you're enslaved to a vampire, and you are looking mighty like fool right now.
So please tell me we're just talking about some different...
Kira, I have been drinking blood, and I've been drinking so much of it, and I'm just never satisfied. And I just thought maybe I need it from the vein.
Are you talking about my veins? I mean, that big blue guy, he's very large. He surely has bigger veins than small, slim me.
I don't know if I can drink burble blood, maybe, but I was thinking maybe you could do this for me as a favor. And
Listen, Valentina,
wait,
you
I have a
have been
proposition.
denied. You did.
What if tomorrow, before we leave, I'll go speak
Right.
to the dockmaster, and I will ask him about unbinding this slave bond.
You have my attention.
Just let me have a little drink.
And when you take a drink, are you like talking about
I'm not.
draining my body dry and leaving me to die, and the
Of
whole
course
contract
not.
tomorrow thing is pointless?
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
And now she's really trying to sink everything in. And
Look,
okay.
I'm very sorry about how things turned out before.
Are you really?
Yes, that's why I bought you, because I felt like...
Yes, because you buy people who you feel sorry for.
I wanted to
And
help you. I wanted to help you get you out of here. And this...
Yeah.
Imagine if someone else had... Do you know I had to bid for you? And what if you ended up with some creepy old man? God knows what he would have done to you. I've kept you safe. I'm intending to get you out of this hellhole.
So let me understand this. Let me understand.
I've kept you safe. We are gaslighting you, ladies and gentlemen.
So you're saying by keeping me safe, you have a blood contract with me, so I can no longer disobey, despite wanting to go away, and you're saying you're buying me freedom, and you're dragging me through the very place that got me enslaved in the first place, and have me knocked out, I don't know, several times, and this is your definition of keeping me safe?
Kira, I didn't get you knocked out. You did that to yourself. I told you you're allowed to run to save yourself. Didn't I? I told you you're allowed to defend yourself. I told you you could be yourself. Just don't run away. That's the only thing I said. Because I wanted to help you. I wanted to get you out of this predicament you landed yourself in.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, considering she is blood contracted to you.
All right.
the truest gaslighting.
I mean it.
Absolute fucking swindling over here.
Mm.
Are you sure you shouldn't have been playing a bard? Holy shit.
I promise you will take care of the blood contract tomorrow.
I promise I will ask how to undo it, and if possible, I will do it.
How do you want to go about this? Like, do I have to cut open myself, or are you gonna bite into my wrist or my neck, or how is?
I've actually
And
never
how
bitten anyone before.
I'm your first.
Yes. You know,
How long is a vampire? When did this happen? Did you get bit at the mansion?
no, I've always been a vampire. It's just
And
ever
this is your
since-
first.
Yes, because us real vampires, we don't drink from people. We get blood delivered. It's just something
Yes.
happened, and
Real vampires get blood delivered, right? As they say in the story. That's.
can't believe the stories.
I don't know.
But I've been cursed somehow, and now it seems I must do other things to survive.
Like buying people and dragging them through a war zone.
Come on, Kira, I'm trying my best.
Is it too late to join Lucian?
Probably you got flown away.
Sorry, that was too soon. I deal with these kind of stressful moments through humor. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so you're gonna bite into me.
Yes, if you'll allow it.
All right. She pulls down her collar slightly. I assume this will do.
Step closer, and I lean into her neck. I'll try to be gentle, okay?
Sure.
I put my hand on the other side of her neck, and I bite into her.
All right. I would like for you to make an attack roll with advantage.
An attack roll with advantage.
Yes, as this is considered a attack.
Like a normal attack roll or the bite one?
The bite one.
Ooh.
I forgot advantage, but I guess that.
Who needs
it hits.
advantage?
Who needs advantage?
While you say that this is your first time doing so, with precision, you just hit the vein and blood start pouring into your mouth. Like properly filling your mouth at a rate quicker than you anticipated. And blood drips down your chin and onto the floor. And this feral sensation rushes over you in some way. And while you normally would be a formal creature, taking your time, sipping and enjoying the taste, just feeling this blood-warm liquid filling your mouth, your throat. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
God.
When you feel the almost primal need to drain this person dry of their blood, you manage to hold back and pull away from her as blood is continuously seeping down her neck at a rapid rate. Valentina, I don't feel so. I'm getting a bit. I need to sit down. And she's in this very moment bleeding out slowly.
I would like to bend over and place my hand on her wounds and use level 1 cure wounds.
All right, go ahead and roll healing.
Absolute fucking vampire gaslighting. Like, you could follow this up with, I'm doing this for your own good, right? Like, just textbook abusive relationship.
Yeah, the wound closes on her neck. I'm still feeling a bit dizzy, but
Are you okay?
I think. Yeah, I
Just
am
lay down.
fantastic. Yeah,
Thank you, Kira.
It's not like I had a choice, did I?
Of
She
course you
lies
did.
down.
I get into the bed next to her. I'm sorry, Kira. I didn't want to leave you with no choices. You know, I do actually like you. I wasn't fond of you when we first met, but you've grown on me.
No words. She's lying with her back towards you and holding onto her neck.
Am I feeling better?
Yes.
Wow, you only care about yourself, huh?
Just
Used
a
and
true
abused.
display, just an absolute cinematic display of gaslighting here. Like, holy shit! Just
Just gotta do
I'm
what you gotta
kind
do.
of impressed. Yeah, I mean, for survival, a lot of things allowed, but the way you just truly made her believe she had a choice.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do before going to bed, Valentina?
No.
All right. Poluna, how do you end your day?
For a man who's drank very little, very drunk, crashing out, locking the door after him.
All right. It's a very makeshift room. There's just one bed and a small nightstand. No lighting, no windows. Very worn down.
As an elf, I usually meditate anyways, so probably just find a comfortable sitting position and try and meditate off the raw amount of, well, minor amount of alcohol that has been ingested.
There. Beer. How do you end your day?
Well, as soon as everyone is leaving upstairs,
Yep.
I will head out the door to the Dockmaster house.
All right. Surprisingly, despite nighttime having grown close and it's really fucking dark outside, almost reminding you of how the city were before the cleansing of it. Still an ocean of people cluttering the harbor. People seem to be restless, some seem to be on edge. This darkness having some kind of residual effect on them. But no one is seemingly causing trouble in this moment. A bit of yelling here and there, but nothing that has broken into violence. And you make your way to the Dockmaster's small house, where they're cleared for people outside. There's a small light shining through the window, and the door is slowly opening as you approach it.
I mumbled to myself, "That's not creepy." And I'll walk.
As you enter inside, you're filled with warmth, a stark contrast to the outside. And the Dockmaster is sitting in a familiar fashion behind his desk with 2 new carpets on the floor. But it's just you and him in these close quarters at the moment. You came. So.
I'm just gonna go get my washing things, so be right back in like 5-10.
No worries. So.
I'm here. Yeah.
What treasures did you find?
I pull out both of my relics. I found the crown and the sphere.
Mm-hmm.
I found these.
I see. Have you toyed with your newfound treasures yet?
I did, yeah. They're pretty cool, but I heard about like infusing yourself with these relics or something like that. And I was just really curious, like, would you know, like, what would happen if I were to go through that?
Let me have a look. He weaves his hand, some magical gestures and runes appear, and for you, nothing happens, but you see his eyes light up a bit. Huh? Oh, I see. How much do you know of these treasures?
Not that much, actually. I just know that they do some stuff, and like I said, when I attuned to them, I felt, the power hidden in these things.
He holds down his hands in a very familiar gesture.
I'll hand over both relics.
Oh, no.
Oh.
5 gold for information.
Oh, God, not this again. Okay, fine. I'll give him 5 gold.
From what I can understand, from what the masked fellow has told me, these relics are remnants. And when I say remnants, I mean it in their purest fashion. They are literally pieces of
the gods.
Of the elementals that once struck this plane during the cataclysm, and of the gods who fought against them, or their chosen ones.
Interesting.
The slight issue we have here is that you have one from each opposing faction, and from what I know, these cannot be united together in form and shape.
Okay.
So you would have to choose divinity or primal nature.
Primal nature, you say? You see Bear light up.
If you consume one and later decide to want to tilt to the other side of things, you would have to expel what's inside of you. And frankly, the treasure only keeps its form once in its lifetime. So once consumed, you would spill out its essence and not the item itself. It would be
lost forever?
Yes.
So I have to choose wisely, you say?
Yes.
Alright, I mean, frankly, I don't care much for the gods. Well, just one.
They seem to care a lot about you so far, from what I can understand.
You think so?
I mean, you've seen how things have been around the city. Your friend seems to be surrounded in the goddess' care to some extent.
Okay. That's good, but me, myself, when I think of my strengths is like primal nature. Yeah, that's me, like. I'll go for that one. Which one is that?
Your slab of earth, to put it in a primal way.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Crown seems to be of divine nature. While I can't divine its original host, it is definitely of divine nature. And while I can't discern the host of the primal entity, it sure has been of significant importance for it to shed this piece of itself.
Can Bear think about Oberon,
right,
and see if anything would connect with this crown, if it could possibly belong to him?
Make
if he knows anything about it.
You're thinking of Oberon, and throughout your adventures, you can't really seem to find a connection between him and you. so far.
Yeah, he wouldn't really have paid attention in the studies with his tribe. He still believes, but not that to that extent. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would like to absorb this primal slab. Sounds very cool.
So we shall make it happen. And he holds out his hands once again.
It's a bit embarrassing, but don't think I can count to 300, so could you help me?
Easily. And from the pouch, 1 gold piece at a time, at an increased rate, flies out of the pouch and lands into his hand. That will be 300 gold. And you can mark down 300 gold.
I mean, seem like a very trustworthy fellow, so I'll assume you didn't cheat me.
His long, skinny, bony fingers reach out and grab onto the earth slab, picks it up, and holds it before himself and looking at you. And you're sure about this?
Yes.
And before you can say anything, he blows into it and it flies into your chest. And for a moment, nothing seems changed. You definitely felt like a tugging sensation in your chest. Nothing. No magnanimous reaction. Interesting. You feel that within yourself.
No fancy words, please.
Yeah, you feel within yourself the same sensation you had when you first found the object. That there is something within you that you can pull or connect to in some way. You just have to reach a bit deeper.
Yeah. I reach deeper. Deep within.
Your hand starts shaking as if looking for something to manifest onto. As if you have to point at someone.
Okay. A point at the Dogmaster.
And as your hand reaches out and points at him, he takes a slight step away from the desk. But before he manages to do so, you see earth forming over his body in an instant, and then disappearing again briefly after. Oh
my.
That was thrilling. Huh. These days are exciting. Well, it's definitely not meant to hurt someone, is it?
No,
I think so.
When I used it in its normal form, it was to protect someone. So.
Well, that's
I could only use it on myself, but now I seem to be able to use it on you. This is gonna be so much fun.
When you did it on him, you noticed that it wasn't a sphere. It was just skin-tight earth covering him for a brief moment and then disappearing again.
Okay. Although
I'm
the effect seems to do not last that long. Yeah. No, that's fine. I think I have an idea. All right.
And obviously the old effect of it is no longer...
I understand that, yeah. That's all good. Okay.
Oh, and a note. Whatever they might mean, that is.
No, okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Mm.
Very secretive stuff, chat. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
Ooh,
about it.
A lot of humming noises.
you're doing sussy things.
Very sussy. Okay, well, as that all transpires, I would thank the Dockmaster for his services, and as I leave, I say, well, thank you. Let's not speak of this, if you would. And then, good luck rebuilding the city, I guess.
Thank you. Do know that if you require more of these services, you eventually get to learn them yourself if you continue on this endeavor. But till then, if you've heard of noticeable people in your area, the chances are that they are most likely involved in some way as well.
Sorry, can you say that again?
That if you want to learn how to do this yourself in the future, you can eventually if you continue on this endeavor.
Yeah.
But if you're in an area and there's a noticeable name, there's a chance that they may be involved to some
They
extent.
can do that as well.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would be a pain to have to travel to Darkwind every time I find something like this. So.
I figured.
Thank you again for your services, and I hope, you can make something of this place. It has potential, I think.
It already had before this happened. Now it's just a different potential.
Yeah, whatever that means. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'll head back to the inn, but won't go inside, but around the corner I'll find a nice wall to lean against, and I'll sleep.
Nice. So, everybody is asleep. Paluna, during your sleep, you wake up finding yourself in a watery-filled area, surrounded by shipwrecks around you. One shipwreck noticeable to you, a ship that you had traveled with throughout the most of your adventurous life as a courier. And below you see shapes in the water, shapes that you're familiar with, sharks circulating you in this moment. And in your hand, you find a golden coin. And you feel an urge to flip the coin.
I roll it across my fingers, tumble it around, place it slowly, carefully, with only one hand, between the middle and the thumb, flip it, send it flying with a snap of my fingers.
Now, you tell me, which side would you consider to be the lucky side of a coin? Heads or tails?
Well, a coin has three sides.
True.
Tails is, normally for the misfortunate. Heads is for the fortunate. But if a coin ever lands on that balanced strip in the middle, that's where you know that something, lucky or unlucky, extraordinary is going to happen. So how does it land, Mr. DM?
Roll a D21 for me.
D21.
And as it lands,
no way.
It lands directly on his side.
Exactly the middle of 21. Oh my god.
Let's go.
And as that happens, you see a shipwreck somewhere far in this dark, watery area reassemble itself and stand as a normal boat once again, ready for seafare or adventures or whatever its purpose were in the background. While below you, the sharks grow closer to you, circulating you closer and closer. And that's where your dream ends.
I wake up like, I need to get to the water. Poluna feels now that, this is definitely something divine, but also the call of the sea. And that should never be ignored when you're a sailor.
Valentina, you find yourself in a familiar dark space where the last time you left this area, you chose a direction to go between a mysterious clouded man beckoning you towards them and a figure wrapped in chains reaching out to you, pleading for your help. And you chose the guy in the chains and began walking towards him. While there is no visible outline of a face, the figure is definitely looking upwards towards you from their knees, with their arms stretched to the sides. And in your head you hear, "Consume." And the dream ends.
The fuck? Consume.
Come soon.
Beer. You find yourself in a very familiar area, your village. But like last time, the village is empty. Very much like when you scried upon the area from the Wizard Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Freshly baked, cooked food seemingly have been left in an instant. But you find yourself able to actually move this time. You're able to investigate the area. What do you do?
Can I speak? I would like to
You can speak.
shout. Hello! Is there anyone? It's me! I'm back!
Your voice echoes throughout this foresty, semi-open plains area where your village is residing. No response. But from behind a bench, you see a small furbolg head peer over, looking towards you, pleading with his eyes for you to come towards it.
Hey, you there! What happened? As I walk over.
The small figure seems to grow smaller as you approach it.
No, don't leave! Don't stay here!
And the moment you're standing right over it, a gnarly green hand reaches from below and grabs onto the small figure and pulls it down. And that's where your dream ends. It's a new day. You have all finished a long rest. And the first to wake up is Beer. And you find yourself with your flower in your hand. And there's now sprouted a third leaf.
Where did you come from? I put you in the back. Well,
It doesn't want you to leave it alone.
it's like you've protected me this far, so I'll put it in my pocket.
Alright.
That was a nasty dream. I'll head inside.
As you enter the inn, still filled with adventurers trying to figure out what to do. Some slightly drunk, a sight you're familiar with at this point. Not from yourself, but from your party members. Paluna and Valentina are nowhere to be seen in the inn.
Hey, you guys. You seen a small elf and a small elf lady go by here?
The only elf lady I've seen is the one in the corner mumbling to herself in some lunatic manner. Do you know her?
I look over.
In the corner, hocking down knees with a beer in hand, you see Kira tilting back and forth in place.
Oh, yeah, I do know. Thank you. I'll walk over to Kira. Hey, Kira. I'm not gonna hurt you.
No, of course not. No, you're beer. No, you're the nice guy who only shouted me off the first time around.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I did.
Everybody here is
Could
nice.
have killed you if you wanted to.
Everybody here is nice.
Are you okay?
Everybody here is... Huh?
What happened to you? You look horrible.
I didn't sleep.
How come?
I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep.
I grab her with like two hands by her like her shirt and shake her a little bit like, snap out of it! What's going on? Tell me what happened.
Everything happened. I've just been so happy with life lately. I'm so happy
Don't
with
look
life.
it like that. Can I do like a check to see if there's anything wrong with her? Or?
Roll a medicine check.
18.
Seems normal, though you do notice she has big black bags under her eyes, and her eyes are bloodshot. And she does smell a bit of alcohol.
Have you been drinking all night? Without me?
Of course, that's what you'd get offended by.
I should definitely
play my character.
Yeah,
Still good though.
I
can't believe you did this. I was just outside. You could have, shouted, "Hey, beer! Want to have some beer?" And you decided to drink it all yourself.
I did,
Can't wait to get rid of you.
I did. Okay.
Where's Valentina?
She's up. Valentina.
Where?
Yeah. She points at a room in that general direction.
Fine. Just wait here. I'll go get her.
I walk up the stairs and start bonking on doors in the general direction she pointed at and shouting,
Valentina! Valentina! Next door. Bong, bong, bong. Valentina!
The first door you knock on, Paluna, you're woken by a knocking on your door.
Oh, yeah, give me a moment. You're knocking on the wrong room.
Bong, 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 bong. Valentina! On the next one.
And Gnome opens the door. I didn't ask for a morning service.
Well, is Valentina in here?
I just come out of like my room looking like, beer, god damn it. There's an easier way to do this.
Wait, there is?
Yes!
How?
Just give me like 5 minutes to wake up and get this hangover over with.
In that time, I would have knocked on every door, so I think my way is faster.
But you would have wasted so much energy knocking on doors and caused so much. Just come here, and I like start walking towards the innkeep.
No. The gnome's looking up at you, up at Beer, like, I mean, it's a one-man room, but there's room for a big guy like you.
Oh. Maybe another time, you know, I'm a bit busy. Also think you can handle this much for a walk, you know.
Well. Good luck.
Or maybe you could, I don't know. Maybe you freaky little gnome.
Get over here.
Like I said, don't have time.
Shame. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I assume
yes,
you're,
no.
I assume you're knocking on doors while Poluna is.
Yes, I
down.
don't care. I just keep going.
Poluna, what are you doing?
I asked the innkeeper what room Valentina went in.
I don't know.
What room did you give her a key to?
I don't know.
Very well then, I just try my hardest this early in the morning with a slight hangover to recall what room it was she went into.
And while you're standing there, Beer comes walking down. No. Beer, after going through 3 doors or so, Valentina, you hear knocking on your door.
I guess I wake up from the knocking.
No, you just hear knocking on your door.
Okay. I open it. Here.
But still asleep. Yep.
Good luck.
No, yeah.
Hey, found you. Good morning.
Good morning.
You ready to go?
Yes. Have you seen Kira?
Oh yeah, she's super drunk or something. I think she was drinking all night without us. I told her off for it, but
Good grief.
yeah, she's in a rough spot. But I mean, we should just go anyway. I think
Oh,
start walking. You know.
I'll go talk to her first, okay?
Okay, but don't wait too long. I wanna like maximize the time we have the daylight left. You know, like
Right.
we need to keep a steady pace if we wanna get to Eastwatch in a reasonable amount of time.
Yes. I walk out and start walking towards the stairs.
I collect all my stuff and go like, we're not walking, we're taking a boat.
We're taking a boat? I thought
We're
we
taking
were
a boat.
What boat?
So did I think, but I don't know, I had the strangest dream.
Really?
Yes. And just the one thing that this dream says to me is, get a boat. Get on the sea. If
I don't know, maybe
Good
you
or
were just drunk, Poluna.
maybe, but I'm pretty sure of this one. If we get out onto that wild blue yonder, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's going to be important. And or extraordinary.
When he's mentioning dreams, I recall my own dream and I'm just like clenching my medallion over my neck. Okay. Sure. I'll go find Kira. I walk down the stairs and look for Kira.
You very much see Kira in the same position that Beer found her in, just rocking back and forth, hugging her own legs.
I walk over to her. Kira?
Hello, my mistress of the night. Oh, my
Mistress
lord,
of the night.
my.
I stand behind Valentina. I followed her.
I am your humble servant. How may I serve you?
You drunk?
I guess we both like to drink, don't we?
I roll my
I mean, yeah, I do like to drink.
Kira,
Like, this is obviously a private conversation, but Beer's just like mixing himself into it. Like,
I imagine with my passive perception being jacked, I hear this entire conversation like, nope, not getting involved in that. That's a terrible idea. This is not my show, nor my circus, nor my monkeys.
Kira, did you not get any sleep?
How can I sleep? I have to be your servant at all times.
Oh, Lord. You were meant to sleep, Kira. We have a long day ahead of us, and you've just
Am
been
I allowed
drinking.
to sleep? Did you allow me to sleep?
Of course you're allowed to sleep. Did you just pass out?
Yeah.
Rub my forehead.
Looks like she's taking this blood bond really serious now.
I didn't know I
Before
had
she
to
was
give her
like-
permission to sleep, she said before, without needing permission.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like before, she was like doing stuff on her own unless we told her like not to, and
I wonder if this...
looks like she's really given into being your slave.
Well, today, before we leave, I intend to break the slave bond.
Wait, really?
Yes,
Why?
because I made a deal with Kira, and I think she deserves her freedom.
Okay.
Unless she wants to stay, of course. I look over at passed out Kira on the floor.
You think she wants to stay with us? I highly doubt that.
Maybe. We need to take her with us, but she's asleep. Maybe. Beer, can you pick her up and put her in my bed while we go look for a ship, I guess?
Wait, we're going by ship now.
That's what
Okay.
Paluna said.
Fine, pick her up. Take her upstairs.
While he does that, I'll go over to the innkeeper and I'll tell him that I still need a room and give him another 5 gold.
Okay. That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
Then I would like to go find Paluna.
Just
Alright.
see Paluna like he's gotten his mind is back working, you know. He's gotten waking up from the old hangover and at least getting focused back on, you know, getting ready, getting to go, and he's like, all right, so what I need today, as he's looking over the like 4 rings he picked up, is get looked into these, go to the dock, jump on the first ship that arrives, possibly with the other guys, quite likely.
Do I overhear this?
See where we go from there. He's probably just talking to himself, sort of absorbed in like slowly working out what to do for the day.
Yeah, you definitely hear this Valentina because he's not being stealthy about it.
What do you mean, possibly with the other guys? And I walk up behind them.
Well, I would assume you guys wanted to come along, but I feel like it's a breach of etiquette to force you to go with me.
Oh.
You're welcome to at any time, but I know I am getting on a ship.
Well, first we need to find the ship. I might have some contacts in Eastwatch I could contact, but that would take a while before they could send the ship, if they would.
I think all we have to do is go down to the dock, go about our daily business, and we'll get on the first ship that arrives.
Alright, we can certainly try. Sorry, that's to your line, DM.
Oh,
No,
we'll do
it's
more
fine.
than try. I am sure I can get us onto any ship. Just you watch.
Okay, well, first I have some business with the dockmaster. So I might just go do that.
Well, we're all headed there, so together
Lots
then?
of company.
Sure,
But of course,
Oh,
to the docks!
to the dockmaster.
You're going to the Dockmaster.
Yes.
Well, at
Yeah.
least to the dock area. I would personally also be looking for a wizard capable of identifying.
Ah, yes, you're looking for Gandalf, and
no,
Yeah.
not again.
and you're looking for Dumbledore, and you're looking for
No, Dumbledore.
Professor Snape. Yeah.
Dumbledore.
What do you consider to be a wizardry attire?
Blue pointy hat.
So, you know, like the RuneScape Mystic robes?
Yes. So blue
Yes.
robes with yellow stars on them.
No, blue robe, white trim, like we're talking the Mystic, like the white Mystic.
Okay. Well.
And like a way too elaborately pointy hat. It cannot just simply be pointy, it has to be elaborate.
You have no idea what you're getting yourself into right now.
Bring it on!
Oh god.
That's why you will
No,
kill Harry
again.
Potter, man. Like, don't do it. It's not worth it.
Wasn't it with a ring as well last time?
No, it was
that
with
was
my
a book. Yeah.
which I still have.
Which you still have.
Can still take out some more wizards.
Okay. You're looking through the harbor, and with your high passive perception, you don't see anyone of that description. Most people you see are wearing classic brown hooded robes that you would recognize an adventurer carrying when they don't want to be disguised or recognized. And otherwise it's just bulky men or men built for agility, but nothing of the traditional wizardry attire. And at that point you reach the Dockmaster's house, and once again the scene plays out that a half circle of people are gathering around the Dockmaster, guiding them. So, what do you do?
I approach Dockmaster, ignoring absolutely everyone else there. Still don't understanding concept of a line. And just walk straight up to him. Tap, like, and I'd be like, hello, I have a question for you.
Ah. Hi.
Hi. So, I was wondering, you know about slave bonds, right?
Of course.
If like Valentina's sudden like interruption of things gets people a little miffed, I'd shout out and say, I'm looking for a wizard or a learned man capable of identifying a few magic items for me. Would anybody be willing to provide some services for coin?
And before you get a response to that, Valentina, continue.
How does one break a slave bond?
Well, whoever created it would have to simply dispel it.
Oh.
Or the person who is enthralled to the person could let their life go.
That's out of the question. So the man who did it was the guy at the auction. Well,
Yes.
do you know him?
The director.
The director.
Yeah.
Where can I find the director?
Oh, he shouldn't be far from here. Granted, there have been no ships, means there have been no auctions, means that he is somewhere around. In that moment, you feel it poking from behind you, and Poluna, you just see a figure similar to the Dockmaster appear, same size, same attire. Right here. Hi, young lady.
Hello. I would like to undo my slave bond to my slave.
Is your slave nearby?
Oh, she's sleeping right now.
All right. 200 gold, please.
Okay, but before we do this, will everything just be as it was and no one will be hurt?
I can't speak for what changes your slave had gone through since you acquired them. So, as everything was is quite a broad concept, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
So, are you inquiring whether or not they will suffer harm from this happening?
Yes.
No. There will be no harm.
Okay. Will you be around here all day?
I'll be around.
Okay, I might just bring my slave with me before we do this. And 200 gold is the price, yes?
200 gold.
I will come find you later.
I look forward to providing my service.
Just not.
Peluna, back to you. As you're shouting this out, you get a response from one person, a bulky-looking dwarf. Most wizards kind of found their magical way home, I guess. But I think there are probably one scrawny, two, looking for a ship home. Look there. It's not like those book-learned fuckers know how to rebuild a city anyway.
Well, as you know, every city will eventually need its bean counters to count beans. And what do we have book guys for but that? Give it time, they'll be back.
I don't know what that fucking means, but sure.
Alas, do you know where we can find a scrawny book guy then?
Waiting for a shit home, I suppose, somewhere out there.
Well, I guess I best go looking.
Go get looking then while you're wasting my time.
I just raised an eyebrow like he was the one who didn't start the conversation.
All right. Valentina, anything else you want to do before leaving this place?
Nope.
All right. Peluna, I imagine you go looking for a book-learned guy.
Unless a ship arrives, then yes. If a ship arrives, we're changing course.
All right. You're walking towards the harbor, and there are no ships seeming to be docking anytime soon in the horizon. I imagine you inquire for services.
Yeah.
All right. As you inquire, people gather in groups, people of various sizes and attires. You do get the attention of one guy from a group. A young human turns around, seemingly still with bright freckles and young adult in their face. Yeah, service? What kind of service are we looking for?
Well, as happens when you're out adventuring here and there and about and around, I fell across some magic items, and I do kind of need them identified.
Okay.
I imagine...
Oh, you're asking me? Sorry, I'm new to this whole thing. I was...
That is okay.
Yeah.
I imagine such things would usually go with I have some items,
right?
a bit of cash for compensation, and you provide me with the details.
Okay, how much do you usually pay people who do this for you?
Well, let's just say that the strangeness of the city has had me out of commission for some years, but I believe it was about, my day, 30 gold?
Sounds good to me. Okay, so what do you need identified?
Ring F, E, A, T, and B to be in speak of what magic items I have.
Say the letters again.
F, A, T, and B.
All right. Let's see what we can do. How do I do this again? Pulls out a loop from his pocket. Right, and then I don't need this loop. No. Right. Begins waving his hands. Oh, that worked. Okay. So F is fire resistance. No, I'm kidding. It's frost resistance. I know you're looking for fire resistance throughout this entire dungeon. It's cold resistance, but it's F for frost. Just to fuck with you. A is acid. T is thunder.
Acid resistant?
Yeah, thunder resistance. And bludgeoning resistance.
Nifty. And I assume only one of them works at a time.
How many figures do you have?
I mean, I have 10, but I don't know if there's like...
I'm not saying
I would be
anything.
wearing them all if I can wear them all at once. Don't get me wrong. But it is more a question to the DM of like, some people say, oh, 2 rings per character, 1 for each hand. Others say 1 ring. So.
And I say, how many fingers do you have?
All right, I have 10.
Okay.
Nifty.
Yep.
Time to chop off some fingers.
Chop, 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 chop.
They are mine for my acts of bravery. I will equip all of these. I don't know, I felt pretty altruistic when I gave away a magic artifact.
You will have to talk with Beer about that. Considering he only has 1 now, he might not remember that he got 2.
Details, schmeetails.
All right.
Are you able to identify more items?
Let's see. How do I feel? I think so.
Isn't identify a ritual? Never mind.
It can be done as a ritual, but this guy does not. Why would you waste an hour at the pier for that? Like 10 minutes prior to him.
Okay, I will hand him a coin each.
Ooh, that's fine workmanship. Wow. My dad would love to see that. Okay. Young man, was 30 gold, was it, right? Yeah, 30 gold. 30 gold, please, ma'am.
30?
30 gold.
For 1 item?
Yes.
For 1 item, 30 gold. How about 15 instead?
Make a persuasion check. Oh no, did I charge the other guy too much?
Probably.
I mean, if you really feel bad about it, you can give it back, but I won't hold you to it.
Yeah. He gives you 30 gold back, which is half of what you gave him. I'm sorry. I'm new to this.
No, that would be 60 because I identified 4 items with him, right?
Oh, I'm also bad at math. I'm sorry. I'm a word guy, not a number guy.
It's quite all right. It's okay.
Yeah. So, 15 gold, please.
I hand him 15 gold.
Thank you. This
Just
coin,
Ron
right?
Weasley? Yes.
Okay. Then he starts waving his hands again. How does that work? You see him start waving his hand a bit with the coin. How's there a horse inside of this? That doesn't make sense.
Just raise an eyebrow.
There's a horse in the coin?
Well, there was a picture of a horse.
He hands the item back to you. You take it.
Mm-hmm. So?
You know, I'm more impressed at seeing the wizard stumped and not just give up and say it's magic like the rest of us.
What's the verdict?
I am writing it to you.
Oh.
You got a horse and a coin. Now you don't have to walk.
Yo?
So much for my earlier comments about walking and, you know.
Your dreams came true. No walking.
Bum, 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 bum. How many rings did you identify?
4.
Okay. Ayo! That's cool.
And I assume a ring of X resistance is just half damage from that type.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay. Can you identify more items?
I think I can do one more.
One more. Okay, I hand them big new shield S.
All right. Let me just quickly find my thing with that on it.
Yep.
As she takes this large shield into possession. Oh, that has some heft to it. How are you carrying that around all day? Okay. Okay, let's see. Wave his hands again. 50 gold. 15, please. Otherwise, I won't tell you what it does. I'm
Okay,
joking, I'll tell you. Please, 50 gold.
Okay, hand him 15 gold.
Thank you. I'm running to you again. If I could spell properly.
I mean, it's not that hard. You're the DM. You can spell properly by casting Fireball whenever you want.
True, I can erase any error I make by casting Fireball in a tight room.
It is the way forward.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to do at the harbor in this particular moment?
I know my dream leads me to this intuition that a ship's going to arrive. Just don't know when. So I would be hanging around waiting for a ship to arrive to see if I am that lucky.
All right.
But Paulina, I thought we were walking. You want to sit
So
here
did
all
I.
day, or like 7 days, or until like ship arrives? Like, don't think that's a good idea.
You're not wrong in the whole good idea department, but I had a dream that just everything about it said get on a ship.
What was the dream?
Well, I take my coin out and start rolling it around my hand. You know, imagine flipping a coin. It's got two sides. It's got heads. Everybody always wagers on heads. It's what you want. It's what you're looking for. It's the lucky side, so to speak. It's the right road traveled. It's fortune's favor. And on the other side of every coin, you've got tails. You've got the untraveled road. You've got the misfortune of man. You've got the accident. They're a balance, a back and a forth. The universal give and take of everything, really. Luck. But then there is a third side to a coin, and he holds it up like his lucky coin of tomorrow up right in the middle. There's that line in the middle. And when your coin lands on that, you don't know if it'll be good or be bad. But you know it'll be important. That was my dream.
And that tells you there's a ship coming? I mean, I'm all for dreams and stuff, but that doesn't really seem like...
Now that I think about it, I suppose it didn't really tell me a ship is coming as much as it told me to get on a ship, I think.
Maybe the ship is just get on the journey, you know, like get on the road, like go somewhere.
That is a very valid interpretation. You know what? I'll make you a bet. I hold up my coin. Heads, we wait until a little yonder midday. Tails, we go on now.
Well, you see, Paulina, I'm not a betting man, so I hate gambling, as a matter of fact.
But this gamble has no stakes, but where we put our feet.
Well, actually, yes, because I don't want to wait. I want to go.
Think about it like this. We'll go faster if we get to the ship. That'll be a much shorter journey. But we'll only lose half a day. At most, it's already some hours past, if there's no ship.
What do you say, Valentina?
Well, if we find the ship, but if we
Yeah,
don't,
but
then...
look out at the sea. There's no ship. There's nothing
They
here.
can come far faster than you expect. Heads, we wait until past the mid-sun. Tails, we go. I hold up the coin, and I get both of you to nod.
Wait, I think maybe we should wait, because then we can wait till Kira has slept. And if there's no ships, then we'll walk.
Well, I've already called the stakes, and I flipped the coin.
Well, you decide. One is tails and two is heads.
It tells me to wait.
Fine, but if you're wrong, I'm throwing this coin in the sea.
I just swiftly take the coin and, make like a magician's flurry as I slide it away into a pocket without it being seen.
Just for fun, I want to see you do a sleight of hand. It's not as graceful as you thought it would be, but, well, whatever, it worked.
My passive perception is an 11, so I would see this.
You'll see the slight fumble, but, didn't drop
very
it.
cool trick.
Thank you.
Fine.
I just whispered to myself.
So, did you guys get any cool stuff then from the dungeon?
Yeah, I still have some things I need to identify, but it can wait, I guess. But this coin, I can actually summon a horse.
No way.
So, yeah.
Show us.
Yeah, I want to see a coin.
I want to see a horse.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess I could
Do
do that. I look. I take. Are we still at the pier?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so I walk off the pier and find like a more open space on the ground.
All right. Easy enough to do.
And then I pull out the coin.
Mm-hmm.
And I just look at it and I'm like, wait, how do I do this?
Yeah, how do you do this?
And I hold it in my hand and I envision a horse and I open my eyes to see if it has appeared.
It has not appeared.
You know, what you usually do with coins is you either spend them or flip them. Have
I
you
was
tried
just
flipping
about
the
to
coin?
do that.
Oh, were you?
Yes, of course. And I flip the coin in my hand.
As you flip the coin, a strange notion goes through your head. A name.
Hans.
Wait, do I have to give it a name?
Yeah, no facts. Oh wait, different.
Different horse.
Different horses.
Gandalf?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
It's Gandalf. He's here to identify the remaining part.
You shall be identified!
And it worked. And he identified the whole globe and he knows everything about it. Legend lore.
What, a name appears in my head?
You have to think of a name.
Oh, I have to think of a name.
No pressure in this
No
very moment where
pressure.
everybody's waiting for you to do it.
You must use the grey matter! Sabrina, you must use it!
I think of the name. The Bloodmare.
Oh my god.
Bloodmare. And as you flip the coin and To everybody else, it just looked like you flipped a coin, but in your world, everything happened in slow motion. You flipped the coin, and while the coin was spinning, you got the sensation that you had to give it a name. And as the coin lands, something springs out of the coin. Tell us what springs out of the coin.
It's a horse, and it's big. It is black. It has hooves. Its mane looks very dark, kind of appearing like blood falling, but it's just a mane, and it has red glowing eyes, and it looks kind of spooky.
Are you sure that's a horse?
Oh my god, what a beauty! I walk over to it and pet the face.
I'm just questioning like my extensive like wood elf background of having lived in the wild for almost like half a century. Like, the fuck is this?
You're a beauty, aren't you? And I pat the neck.
But it doesn't seem to give off like a natural horse reaction like Beer is familiar with. It just seems to stand ready and at attention to your orders.
I look around at my companions, looking all proud, putting my hands on my hips. Well, there you see. A horse.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Did you give it a name?
Her name is Bloodmare.
Oh. Okay. Sure. Yeah, sure. That's a great name.
Thank you.
And, so, yeah. No more need for walking for you then, yeah?
Hopefully not.
Very cool.
Yep.
Surprisingly, the people around you are not taken aback by this horse appearing out of nowhere. You're just minding their own business waiting. But you do notice that the horse is actually saddled with reins and everything prepared as a rider would need.
Look at her. She's all ready to go. So were we waiting, or are we just gonna try to mount the horse?
We were waiting, huh? That was your
Besides,
whole...
didn't
you
have
wanted
a
to wait.
Sleeping Beauty to go get?
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna ride to the inn.
In this moment, you nothing.
Wait, what? Huh?
No, I was about to say I forgot for a moment where Kira was, but you left her in the room at the end. I
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
moment thought that Beer was carrying her around still, so I was like,
No.
"You're running to the inn to find." Wait a minute, right? You left her at the inn. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. So you
Get up
to
on
go.
I get up on the horse and I try to steer it. Kind of trying to recall how I did last time I was on a horse.
Not enough, the horse just abides, and almost as if you just have to think of the way you want to go, it proceeds to go in that direction.
Think about it on the bright side, Emma. When you have this kind of thing, you don't have to shout at it, therefore you won't be going horse.
How many are we going to give him per stream? Like 3 before
Guys,
it takes
just
the
ignore it.
psychic
Just
damage?
move on. Like, don't just don't react. You know?
What a time
Blood
to
horse.
subscribe. Thanks, Snow White. God damn it.
Anyway, yeah, you easily navigate your way back to the inn on the horse. And people definitely seem to take notice that you are riding on a horse as the only person in this town, but as that aside. it's not
I'm
the
just like,
strangest
yes,
thing.
it's me, the savior.
And that moment you're hit by a rotten tomato in the back. No. You find yourself back at the inn.
I get off my horse and I look at it
Your
like
high horse.
maybe no, Still on that. Maybe. Where should I put my horse, guys?
I don't know, back in the coin.
I lift up the coin. You can go back now. Point at the coin.
And the horse vanished from sight.
How convenient. I put the coin back in my pocket.
You remember the item description, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
Well. Oh, I also got this, a shield identified, the one I found in the tomb.
It better be a good one.
It is. It's really good. It's very strong shield.
That's good.
Yeah. What a beautiful day. I feel so good today. What time is it? How long has Kira slept for?
It's still the early day.
I don't know, like an hour.
Oh. How much sleep does she need, you think? Maybe like 2?
I don't know, she looks like she went on a pretty big bender last night, so I think this will take some time to sleep off, you know.
Yeah, you're right. We should probably wait around a little while longer. In the
Yep.
meantime, is there anything we need before we make our way to Eastwatch?
A boat, I guess, since Poluna said there would be one.
I don't know if he's correct about that.
I think he's lying.
Poluna,
Luna doesn't know if he's correct.
did you actually ask anyone at the docks? Maybe they're waiting for a boat?
No, I'm just betting on my luck.
Oh boy.
Like I said, by midday we move on. It's not a big delay. It'll let us get our affairs in orders. Use the time as you will. I'll be at the docks.
Right.
Oh, well. Are you leaving to the docks, Poluna?
He will be heading to the harbor and dock area and just basically standing watch, trundling around, waiting for a ship to arrive. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does.
Yeah, as he's leaving, I'll talk to Valentina. So, I know we've only known him for like a few days, but what do you think of Poluna?
Well,
Think we should ask him to, you know,
he
join our
seems-
party?
He seems to be able to carry himself in battle, other
I
than...
think so. He died like 2 times.
I was about to say, other than that time when he died and I had to resurrect him.
Yeah, he seems like to fall over every time. I mean, he's good at like sneaking and stuff, so.
That's
Just
true.
that.
And Kira might be leaving us. So
Oh yeah, you said that.
we might really be needing someone who can sneak around, open doors, things like that.
Yeah, and I mean, I like him. He's a fun little guy, you know. So should we ask him, like, if he wants to join
Yeah.
us for real? Like,
I guess so. Also, I do kind of feel a little bad for him since he can't remember the last. He's been locked in for 30 years, right?
yeah, he probably doesn't know anyone anymore, you know. Like they're all dead.
Yeah.
He has no friends, like all alone. We're
And
probably
it
the only
does
people
feel a
he
little
knows.
empty without Lucian, so I think we could use another guy.
Alright. Sounds good, but I'm not waiting for that ship any longer, okay? If it's not there by midday, I'm leaving.
If it's not
Even if he doesn't come.
okay, by midday we'll leave. There's no ship.
Yeah, okay. Agreed. Well,
Just remember, I first have to take Kira to the dockmaster and into the slave bond stuff.
yeah,
If she
maybe
wants
just
to.
do that now. We can just wake her up and then she can sleep
No,
after. When
I just want to wait until she's sober and awake so that maybe I can ask her if she'd like to stay.
Wait, I thought the whole point of removing the slave on was to let her go.
I know, but I kind of
Like, I
like
don't
having
want
her
her
around.
Wait, you do?
I know when we met her, she was
I think
really
she's pretty
annoying.
annoying. Yeah, she's still very annoying.
No, I think she's kind of nice.
Wait, what?
Kind of
Did
grown on
something
me.
happen last night?
Well,
Is that why she's so tired? This guy stayed up late.
I didn't know she wasn't going to sleep, but
Oh,
I kind of I drank from her.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Willingly, she agreed to it.
How is that possible when she's your slave and she has to do what you say?
'Cause I asked her for permission, and I made a deal with her that I would break her slave bond.
It's not much of a choice, is it?
Of
Of
course
course
it
she
is. She
wants her
should
freedom.
could have
No,
said no.
what do you mean? You want her freedom back, Valentina. She will do anything. If you ask her to cut off her arm for freedom back, she would probably do that as well.
I thought maybe she'd like maybe she has had fun hanging out with us.
What makes you say that?
She
At
was...
every point she's complained about anything we do.
Yeah, but when we found her here, she was locked up in a cage to be auctioned off to somebody.
Oh, of course. I mean, we did good by, saving her, but...
And I was just so hungry, Beer, and I've been so hungry the last few
I gave
weeks.
you this nice berry. It was really fulfilling, you know?
Yeah, not for food, Beer, for blood.
Oh.
And
I guess, but...
really needed to know what it would be like to drink from somebody.
But it was your first time?
Yes.
What was it like?
It was amazing. And I feel
Really?
I feel like I should feel guilty about it, but I don't. But I've always been taught that I'm not supposed to drink from people, that's beneath me.
I see. But it was good, you're saying?
Yeah, so good.
And now you don't need to drink anymore?
Well, I probably still will need to eventually, but hopefully it can last a while before I need to do it again.
Right, well... Please don't drink from me.
No, I would never drink without permission.
Yeah, well... You're kind of forced anyway, right? So.
I don't see it like that.
I'm impressed Valentina has also gaslit herself. It is true gaslighting we are dealing with here. None of that amateur shit where just one person is getting gaslight. No, everybody involved in this needs to be gaslit, even the gaslighter themselves.
And don't worry, Bear, I healed her right after.
Wait, she needed healing after?
Well, she was fine, she was just a little drained.
Jesus Christ.
He was fine. He was just a little drained. The gaslighting continues.
Well,
Don't
like
worry,
I said,
Bear.
just,
Yeah, I would never. But it's kind of fun just imagining. I wonder what your furball blood tastes like, because it's probably different from, elves and humans.
Yeah.
Just,
I bet it doesn't taste good at all.
You don't think?
You definitely don't want to drink it. No, it's probably smelly and
From
tastes
the
awful.
Feywild. Probably very exotic.
No, it's not exotic at all. No, don't think about it too much,
No, I'm just saying, it's fun to imagine.
No, it's not fun at all, Valentina.
Oh,
It's not fun at all.
So purely hypothetical, of course.
Okay, that's good. anyways,
should we go find Poluna?
yeah, let's ask him if he wants to join our group permanently.
Yes.
All right, you head back
to the docks.
docks, and Poluna, in this meantime, these short 10-15 minutes they've been talking, you've definitely heard murmurs about people saying that a ship should be on its way, but it probably won't be here till nightfall or midnight, depending on the ship's luck.
I've made my choices. I have gambled my coin, and I've made my wager. I will not go back on it. So, when midday is up, I am turning around, finding Beer and Valentina, and I am hitting the road.
All right. And at this moment, your companions encounter you again at the harbor.
Hey, Poluna.
Hello.
So, listen, we had a little chat, and we want to ask you something.
Go on.
Would you want to officially join our party?
You know, I think it would be quite interesting. I used to work as a courier bringing messages back and forth from A to B, but mostly because it would get me to see places. Go and do things. Not be stuck in a forest full of 100-year-old boring people. Yeah. I would like to do that.
Well,
Wonderful.
Before you say yes, I mean, there is something you should know, and that is, we're seeing this thing through to the end, right? Like the whole noble thing, and finding out like what's going on with the gods and stuff. So just know that, like, we can't really stop with that, you know.
Well, it seems
If
to
that's
be
okay
interesting
with you.
enough.
Sure, it will take us to a lot of interesting places.
It will, but it might take a while, you know, like.
I agree. Besides, and Poluna looks a bit smug. I'm fairly sure I've been in the adventuring game both longer and more highly ranked than you, and so I take off my gold necklace. You guys only had silver, right?
Yes.
It might have been a long time, but compared to you whippersnappers, I'm still a veteran in the business.
You
That's
guys
good
had
to
gold
know.
necklaces.
Hmm?
You guys had gold necklaces.
Wait, we do?
Oh,
we
I
are?
thought they said silver.
No, we don't.
You guys exchanged them with the guildmaster when you got the one from Guildford Garmin.
Yeah, that
To
was
get
a
into
silver one from Guildford, and we exchanged it for silvers of our own.
No, it's a gold one.
Huh?
That gave you an entrance to the noble quarters, noble district. You required a golden one. Did you not write that down?
Oh, wait, no. Wait. You're fucking gaslighting us now. We started with a bronze one, and we couldn't get into the noble district because we needed a silver one. And to get into the fucking, like, the king's quarter, we needed, like, a gold one, right? But we couldn't get into that one, so we snuck in. And then we got kicked out, remember? Like, we got teleported out.
No, it was gold to get into the noble district. And you found the golden necklace from the guy at the harbor when you found the slave things. And that opened up the whole
I
thing.
think it was silver too, but I'll take gold.
I mean, it's fine, but I feel like
you exchanged that golden one with the guildmaster because he wanted to keep the one that had the silver Guildford Garmin so he could take care of the cages. And then the guy who got into the castle was a platinum one. And it was a diamond one to meet the king.
Fuck. This guy's reinventing the whole fucking system, man, right in front of us. Ain't no way.
This is the gaslighting episode.
It really is.
You can gaslight yourself, it's fine.
Reality suggestion. Nothing is real. The moon is
check the
flat and
box.
the earth
Check the
landing was fake.
box.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
So I guess you can't be smug after all, Poluna.
No. Instead, I would then be saying, I have been a gold adventurer for a while at least, so I should always be able to pick back up.
You slept for 30 years.
And
That
I've
doesn't
still
really
got
count.
it.
That doesn't really count, you know.
Paluna just goes like, and I've still got it. Completely
Uh,
overconfident in himself. Just,
I look at Valentina like, should we tell him about times he almost died?
I just put my finger up to your leg. And here I am, back on my feet. Besides, it wasn't almost, it was quite harrowing, actually.
Yeah.
So, anyway, what's your answer? You want to join us for real?
Yes. Sounds like a good way to see the world, explore a bit, and, maybe I can do my job as a side thing. After all, it's been 30 years. They probably wrote me off in the postmaster's office or something.
Probably.
We'll see when I had a major settlement.
Alright. Well, let's wait for your ship. I'm sure it will come. Any moment.
Well, rumor is that the first ship that's going to be arriving here, if it's lucky at all, is going to be by nightfall, but I wagered that we'd go by midday, so if there's no ship by midday, our feet will have to carry us the rest of the way.
That's fine. By the way, has anyone seen Jimmy?
Oh, I forgot about him.
I haven't, but I figured he was doing his own thing a bit. You know?
We should probably find him, especially if we're planning to leave.
Yeah, it would be nice to, at least say goodbye to him, you know? It's been
Maybe
through
he
a
wants
bit.
to come along.
Yeah, he could if he wants to.
Suppose it's up to him.
Should we go look for him?
Yeah, let's go look for him.
Alright, let's spread out a bit, and then be back here in like 15 minutes if we don't find him.
Okay.
Alright.
I pick up my gold necklace. And I say into it, Jimmy, I'm looking for you. It's Valentina. I'm at the docks.
All you hear in your head is,
Pretty sure that this is just gearing up to be one massive misunderstanding. Are you sure you want to lead someone who can turn into a dragon on like this?
Yes. The answer is yes.
He's not a dragon now, I think.
You know what I said.
It could come in handy.
Oh, he'll definitely come in handy, but
Wait, what? Who's handy?
Jimmy. Probably be nice to have him along.
Never mind.
Did I hear a response in my
You
head?
did it. You did it.
yes. You hear a response in your head. And the only thing you hear is, wait!
My guy's every time of his life.
That man do be enjoying the discovered ability of flight.
Sometimes I don't understand what he's saying. I put my necklace down.
Meanwhile,
Alright.
Bear has wandered off and around like the city where we've been a bit, just looking for Jimmy.
All right. Make a perception check.
Yes. I'm so good at these.
You're legendary. Perceptive.
Hey, perfect! A 4!
As you're walking around, you don't see Jimmy. But you definitely notice a lot of people are looking up into the air, but you're just looking straight ahead, looking for a human person.
Gamers do not look up.
Yeah.
Do
Do I spot the flying dragon with my passive perception?
Yes. And Beer has wandered off and is looking for a human Jimmy. Meanwhile, you're like for a moment thinking, this boat is sure. What's that? Oh, that's Jimmy.
I'm literally like asking people like, hey, have you seen like this scrawny little kid? You know,
Is Jimmy heading towards the docks?
He's flying. He's just flying in circles in the air.
I just look to Valentina, look over to, look up and go like,
We found him.
Yes, but I didn't think he heard you. I don't think, not didn't think. Didn't think isn't real. Didn't think is in the past.
I pick up my necklace. Beer, I found him. Come back to the docks.
Okay. I'll walk back over.
All right. And as you return, you see your companion standing and no Jimmy.
So, where is he?
I just point to the dragon in the sky. Probably there.
Oh, that's what everyone was looking at.
Probably.
So, is he coming down or?
He seems to be enjoying flying in
I
circles.
start shouting, putting my hands in like a cone shape. I start shouting, Jimmy!
Make a performance check. Can you
Also
throw your
something
voice
I'm very
flying
good at. 8.
You definitely see some reactions from nearby people. Huh? Oh, not me. Okay.
It's his name, the guy up there.
Are you telling me a dragon is named Jimmy?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Is it like Jimmy the Furious or Jimmy the Dragon with a J? The dragon?
I don't think he's really gotten any titles yet. The man was just Jimmy, right?
Yeah,
it was just
Jimmy.
It was working on a ship, actually.
Quite enjoyable fellow.
You say so.
And,
Yeah.
well, I like the cut of his jib. Besides, it seems like he was the subject of an unfortunate round of experimentation by an absolute madman. So,
That's
cut him
true.
some slack.
Yeah. I bring up my necklace again, unsure if he can hear me or not. Jimmy, can you land on the ground and transform back into human?
Just tell him his spell, Beer. He really likes me.
Beer is also here.
How cool.
And you see the dragon suddenly turn around in the air, looking straight at you guys, general direction, and straight
I wave at him.
diving.
I was like waving
Oh, God.
big two hands, like big above Jimmy!
The dragon is going into a full dive towards you.
Oh god, I started running backwards.
I just stand there, just taking it. It's like,
And a few hundred feet away from you, in the air, he turns into a human again. Flies directly at you with his arms out.
can I catch him? I tried to catch him.
Wait, did you say a few 100 feet away?
Yes.
Oh god.
Challenge back!
And as he's falling, he waves his hands. And he slows down his motion, falling slowly towards you guys.
I just hold my hands in like, just like two arms stretched out, waiting for him to like fall into my arms.
It's like a fucking Titanic movie.
Like a princess Carrie, like.
Beer, I'm coming. And he hugs you. Oh, I had the time of my life. I can fly, and I'm sort of good at it. I haven't hit a bird yet.
Yeah, you were amazing. It's so cool.
Thank you.
Good
This
flying.
whole-
How you doing, buddy? How you doing?
This whole magic thing is fun.
Is it?
Every day I wake up and I feel like I'm discovering something new about myself.
Oh man, I'm so jealous, Jimmy. I wish I could become a wizard or like a druid or something. That would be amazing. It's my lifelong dream.
If I remember the druids back at home, like in the grove, all they did all day was sit around and like talk to trees. Are you sure you're cut out for that?
Oh, I would love to. Talk with all the animals and the trees in the Feywild. It's amazing.
I just look up and down at you like, I don't believe you. Like, sincerely,
Oh, no. They
as
have
the
so
wood elf
many.
who just absolutely despises this whole concept, he doesn't.
Oh no, there was this tree in my village, and the other druids, they would like You know,
Mhm.
they would drink some stuff and
Yeah.
they would go talk with it, and they would tell the craziest stories. Like, oh, that tree has seen some things. You know, I really wish I could. You know,
Trust me,
The
I'm
trees?
saying
About the
this
story.
mildly, but usually it's the druid that's seeing some shit from the amount of mushrooms they found. Seriously,
Oh,
you
no,
can't keep
no.
their hand up for 5 seconds.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well,
I think
Jimmy,
it would be amazing.
we are planning on leaving this place. We're going to Eastwatch.
Oh yeah.
You can come along if you want.
You're going to Eastwatch.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
figured
we
it.
have some unresolved business there, so you want to come along?
Besides, I'm curious how the town I used to call home has changed over 30 years. I get that 30 years isn't really a lot, but it is a human settlement, so a lot can happen.
Mm.
We're planning to strike a route down by the mountains. Maybe you want to go there. Should be plenty of space for flying and a lot of places to land.
Right. Make a persuasion check. And just for the shits and giggles, the DC is 18.
Half.
I actually kind of like this place when you sort of see it from above, from a faraway distance.
Oh.
Oh, you're gonna stick around here?
I think I'm gonna help them. I mean, there are not a lot of beasts of burden around here, and I think I could like lend in a hand or a wing or a back or a claw or something and help them rebuild.
I think you're
The most noble calling.
I think you could do some real good, Jimmy.
I
Maybe
think
the
so
adventuring
too,
life is not cut out for you, but you could be someone that could lead, you know, like these people to a better place. Like make it better for them, protect them.
Pierre, you're the best.
No, Jimmy, you're the best.
Oh. Kind of
Besides,
no.
anything that'll give this town a more sunny and bright disposition in the long run is worth it. It's seen enough dark days. You're just the kind of guy it needs.
A noble cause, Jimmy. I wish you luck.
Yeah. And be sure to keep in touch with us, you know? Like, have you learned the sending spell by any chance?
A sending spell.
Yeah, you think of someone and then you say something in your head and they
you
hear
think
it.
of someone and you you do something in your head. Huh?
It goes sort of like this, and I use the necklace of sending to say, this is how it feels to receive a sending spell. It's how we get to you from a long distance. Well, how we called you here.
I don't think I can do that quite yet.
Oh, well. You could just fly over to Eastwatch once in a while, you know? Seek us out, if we're there.
Eastwatch is south of here, so...
Yeah.
If you guys live there, I'll find my way, I promise.
Alright. Otherwise, it was nice knowing you.
Why are you saying it in that way? Are you gonna die?
No, but...
Oh.
The risk is always there when you're adventuring.
If we're not in Eastwatch and you come there, well, we won't be there. So, if by any chance we don't see each other again, it was a pleasure, you know.
You know what, Beer? If I one day finish whatever I'm doing here, and I will become an adventurer and get one of those necklaces, and then I will find you guys.
All right, that sounds good.
He holds out his hand. Deal?
Deal.
Shake
his hand.
And he squeezes your hands tightly, competing with your strength, unknowingly. Like, when are you guys leaving?
I think about now.
Oh.
We're waiting for a boat. Doesn't seem like it's coming.
Okay.
Nah.
So
and if a boat ain't coming, we're just gonna have to walk it.
So you guys are gonna leave the city through the city?
Yeah.
Out into the... Okay. You know what? As a departuring thing, I will fly up into the sky and I will look out for for things that may still crawl the city. And if I see anyone, I'm like, or whatever.
Sounds good. You make a path for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I'm gonna do.
Why? We're heading
Are
straight
there-
south towards the mountains. So if you could show us
Are
the
there still
way.
creatures of the dark left in the city? You'd think most of them would have skedaddled away by now.
Well, some are still hiding in the darkness, too afraid to go into the sun, and I don't know. I see a few.
What you could do
Right?
is tell every adventurer who decides to remain here of this. Make sure all of them know it. And you will find soon that there will be no more creatures in the dark. If I know adventurers right, they can't sit still in a city without finding something to do.
I don't. Do you think I have that kind of persuasive power?
Well, when you're
Some-
a dragon.
Besides, sometimes all you need to do is tell a guy where there's a problem, and they'll find a solution on their own.
Huh. Tell a guy that they are a problem and they will find a solution themselves.
No, not that they are a problem, that there is a problem.
Oh! That'd make more sense.
They want to
would
live
want-
here as badly as... There's going to be some people that want to live here as badly as you do. And, well, in the grand scheme of things, they'll want to get rid of any such things as well.
Okay. But I could just do that for them, right? Like, the creatures down there can't really hurt me when I'm flying around. And why would
Yeah.
they risk that?
You just do your best, Jimmy.
Yeah, just remember, Jimmy. Have confidence in yourself. You're a freaking dragon. You can do whatever you want.
I can do
But-
whatever I want.
Well, as long as it's allowed by law and it's for the good of other people or yourself. You know,
Okay.
just be good to people.
Just be good to people and punish people who are not nice.
But punish them fairly.
Punish them. So, okay.
God
Huh.
damn it, Jimmy, you know what I mean. Just be a good person, yeah?
Be a good
I know you can be.
You know what, Beer? Whenever I'm in doubt, I'm gonna be thinking, what would Beer do in this situation?
Exactly. Perfect.
And he would drink beer.
I mean, that's always a good
I would-
solution.
Caution about doing that every time, and maybe think, what would beer do to this person? And I understand that probably quite often also involves making them drink beer.
Yeah, you
Right.
can't drink a person. That would be weird. So
Yeah, I look at Valentina as Jimmy says that. Like,
I just look down at the
Yeah.
floor, just like,
Bitch.
Okay.
I've learned
Okay.
some things.
Okay. Well, you know what? It was really nice being with you guys for these past few days and the whole week at sea. And
Yeah, just give me a big old hug, okay?
oh,
Come on in here. Come in here.
Okay.
Just give it a big old
Big
hug,
old-
like
big
a big
old hug.
Papa bear, you know, like.
Yeah.
come here, little
And,
guy.
and his small figure is definitely hiding around you. You're my hero,
all
Beer.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts, Jimmy.
Oh,
You're crushing
sorry.
me.
Sorry, I'm not used to this. Let's go on. So, okay.
Goodbye.
Just briskly walk away before a bear lets out a little tear, you know.
Bye, you guys. I'm gonna go back into my wee moment.
goodbye.
And he walks around and instantly wings sprout from his back and he flies up and the rest of the body transforms afterwards.
What time of day would it be now?
Midday.
Midday. So, I assume Kira's probably slept enough to have long rested, and she's an elf.
Who knows?
I
4
look
hours.
towards the ocean, seeing if I spot any boats.
Make a perception
So
check.
do I.
You can both make a perception check or you can assist Valentina in hers.
I make my own. Valentina ain't gonna shit on my perception.
I used persuasion.
Not bad.
Oops.
Not bad. Oh, you persuade
Make a
the ocean to
persuasion
show if there's a boat.
Yes.
Oh
Tell
shit!
me.
There, a ship! Where's ship? Yelling that to the water. Where's the ship, water?
The water splashes back and says "fuck you," and that's about it. No, Valentina, you look into the horizon, you see nothing because your eyes are too captivated by the creatures swimming around in the water. Just small fishies,
Little fishes.
a little turtle, a little shark, just swimming by,
Aw.
all cozily. Meanwhile, Paluna, you're taking a good glance into the horizon, and no ships seems to be coming in, and you estimate that, as far as you can see, any ship with good wind would take about an hour or two to reach from the moment you spot them.
There is nothing coming. Might as well get going then.
All right then. Let's go collect
Hoist
Kira.
up my trunk, my gear, and start following back towards the inn where Kira is.
All right. Are you gonna leave Beer as he's crying in a corner by himself?
Come on, Beer. Time to go.
Yeah, it's just
Why are you
I
crying?
just needed a moment.
The water's real salty on the eyes, right?
It's the salty wind.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's salty winds.
Sure.
Yeah. It's fine. Okay, I was crying. It was just emotional.
Why are you sad?
My child is growing up. It feels like
He's
that.
not your child.
It feels like that.
What about Small Beer?
Yeah, that's why we need to go back to Eastwatch to see my other child. Well, he's not my child, but you know what I mean.
I have a feeling there's a great deal more metaphor involved here than I know about.
Yeah, they're not my actual children, but I feel like I need to protect them. Need to watch over them. You know,
That's sweet, Beer.
it's what I do. It's what I did with my tribe. I miss them, so maybe that's why I look for people here that need protecting as well. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's all just a big, like. how
Well,
say
you've
this,
done
like-
good.
I have been, yeah. I just, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Let's roll.
All right. You head towards the inn, and everything is as it has been since you left it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we make it there without incident?
You don't. Everybody else does.
Yeah, you get stuck by a beam of light.
You stomp
Get
your
zapped
toe
up
on a
into
fence.
Take 1 point of damage.
It's like Jimmy sweeps down and pulls you up into the air and drops you somewhere on a rooftop. No, you're into the inn, and the atmosphere is the same as you've experienced before. Adventurers gathered around, waiting, abiding time. No Kira to be seen sitting at any table in this moment.
I'll walk up to the bedroom and I'll knock on the door.
No answer.
I'll open the door.
And as you open the door, you see a sleeping Kira.
I sit down on the side of the bed and I nudge her.
Mickey, I'm sorry. But do we also see a Toriyama? Akira Toriyama?
God damn it! Someone punish this.
That went over my head.
Rocks fall, Oren dies. No, Kira.
Not his character in game. No, the person.
Yeah, the person. House collapses. I have that kind of power as a DM, apparently. Yeah. Kira wakes up slowly. New day, is it? Are you
Yes.
gonna start the day with a drink?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
How?
How did
What
you
purpose
sleep?
do? Let's not talk about that.
Okay. How are you feeling?
He's looking at you like side-eyeing you. Like, how the fuck do I think I feel?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Are you that Yeah, I guess you are. I'm exhausted. I feel drained, quite literally, and I have been at death's door quite too many times recently. Are you gonna make promise of what you?
Yes.
Uh,
Let's go and get rid of your slave bond.
Are we here as well?
Did you follow?
I mean, I would follow it to the end, but I don't know if Valentina would allow us upstairs.
If you would allow us upstairs, we'd come upstairs with you, since we're here to pick up Kira, so we can get going.
Would Valentina have stopped them from following?
Yeah, I probably would have stopped him.
Oh, just hanging around the bar.
Yeah, exactly. Waiting downstairs.
All right. Well, where are we gonna do this whole ordeal thing?
Are you mad at me?
Am I mad at you? Yes.
Why?
God, I love the mutual gaslighting going on. It's fantastic.
If you have no idea, then I guess it doesn't matter, does it?
Of course it matters.
Let's just get this over with.
Are you sure you want this?
Am I sure I want to get free of you and this horrendous party adventure?
I was thinking
Yes.
maybe you'd want to come with us when we leave for Eastwatch.
And still be under your control?
Well, you can still join us after we've broken the slave bond.
Oh, no. The moment you break it, I'm out of here.
But maybe you'd want to stick around.
What for? You're getting me killed at least once a day.
Maybe just as my...
Blood bank?
Well, I keep you...
You want to stuff me in
can-
your bag of holding and pull me out whenever you need me?
You'd still have your own free will.
Do I have free will to leave?
As soon as I break the slave bond.
Good. Let's get going then.
Fine, I thought I'd just offer. You know, it wouldn't be a bad life.
It would be all of half a day long.
You know, you could stick with me as kind of like my...
No. You have found another person who can do all your nimbly stuff with locks and
Yes,
all
but you
that.
wouldn't have to adventure with us. You could just move around as you please and just be kind of my blood source. And-
Wait. So I don't have to adventure with you, but I have to stick around so you can suck me dry once a day.
Just once a week.
Once a week. Oh, that makes it much better. My bad.
Yeah.
I still have to tiptoe in your shadow to make sure that I can serve you while I have my own free will.
Well, I would, provide for you and keep you, with a home and food and everything you need.
No, thank you.
Fine, I thought I'd just offer.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I appreciate it. Yeah, let's go. She gets off of the bed and packs her things and follows you. She has no idea where you're going, so...
I take out my things as well and heads downstairs.
Hey,
You guys...
Kira. Feeling a bit better? You had a mean drunk last night.
Were you there?
Oh, but I found you this morning. You were like super drunk still. So
Oh.
you don't
You look-
remember?
Worse for wear.
Let's just get this over with, okay? I'm sure you feel the same way, Beer. The sooner you and I don't have to look at each other anymore, it's gonna be a better life for both.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's great that you're leaving.
Yeah.
I mean, you were kind of useful, but our morals, our ideals, just a bit too far apart. I think.
Yeah.
It
You-
seems that
You're not a bad person or anything, but
No.
It,
I steal
it
to
just
survive.
wouldn't work, It just wouldn't work.
Yeah. I steal to survive.
We're just
and you
too
kill to
different. It's not you,
survive,
it's
and
me,
Yeah, and you're the better person for it. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah. All right. I
Let's go to
assume you.
the auction house.
Yes, I need to find the auctioneer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's at the auction house.
All right.
Let's go.
As you walk towards the auction house, everything proceeds as normal. And as you enter the auction house, you're met with the gesture and the friendly nod of a person expecting you. The auctioneer standing at the entry. Ah, my first clients of the day.
Hello.
Hey.
This is my slave that I told you about, and I point towards Kira.
I remember her.
Well, she wants to break the slave bond because apparently she doesn't want to hang around with me anymore.
Well, it's been quite an expensive sum of gold for you, hasn't it?
It really has. And
Yeah.
she is just not grateful at all. And I just look over at her.
Valentina, I think we should just let this debate rest. I think you and Kira may never see eye to eye on this exact issue.
Well,
Right. So, do you have the gold? And yeah, reaches out his hand.
yes, I have the gold, and I give him 200 gold. Damn, Kira's cost me a lot.
Very much
Yes.
appreciated.
She has actually.
Are you sure you want this, Kira?
She's already standing over at the auctioneer. Do it. Get me out of this. Whatever you have to do. You have to cut my hands? I don't care. Cut them off.
Don't
No
actually
problem.
cut her hands off, okay?
Child, don't you worry. It's quite simple, actually. And you see he pulls his fingers out in the air and picks onto something with his thumb and pointer finger. And out of thin air, a red thread appears. And he uses his other hand as a pair of scissors, and it's broken. And you're a free person once again. Ah, thank fuck, I'm out of here. Fuck you. I don't know you, but you were useful, I guess.
I just do it. I get what you're feeling. Just have a nice life.
Yeah. Bye. And
I give it a double bird, like.
one for yourself and one for Lucian.
Yeah, exactly. No, and the quadruple bird.
Yeah.
I just imagine like Lucian's spectral hands are floating behind me, and also giving two middle fingers to her.
And before she walks over to Valentina.
Wait 1 sec. Oh yeah, just go.
Valentina, listen. I appreciate what you have, I guess, tried to do for me. We just don't get along. You have your weird ways of doing things. And she taps you on the shoulders and walks off.
Can I do something real quick?
Yeah.
You know, while we're going to be traveling on the road for...
I'm gonna DM you something.
Okay.
No, yeah, go ahead.
While we're traveling on the road, you guys are going to have to tell me the story of what exactly happened to make for such metaphorically strange bedfellows. Because it is obvious you guys did not get along well.
I kind of thought she liked me, to be honest.
I don't think she did.
Yeah,
Just-
I guess not.
A gut feeling. But
How
the
hard
past
is
the
it to
past.
find a decent slave who wants to be there with you?
I think the whole trick is to not do the slave way to get around to that.
As
If you want-
Kira's leaving you guys, your noses, especially you, Paluna, catches onto something, as if someone has left a trail of a fart behind them throughout the whole way and out of the auction house.
So she farted, or is that what you're saying?
It's a horror stench, and the more you notice it, the more it sticks to your nose, almost as if you can't get rid of it.
What's that
Ugh,
smell?
jeez, it smells in here.
I stop breathing.
Let's move on before it gets worse.
Yeah, it's good that she left. Ugh. Skunk smelling piece of shit. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just glad she's gone. I know you had some sort of bond with her, but I think it's for the better, Valentina, that she's not with us anymore.
I just start, going outside and say, all right, we have a road to go.
Yes. Let's get out of this miserable place.
Yeah, south we go. Back to Eastwatch.
Back to Eastwatch.
All right. As you're heading down the harbor, towards where the city truly begins, Jimmy is circling around, seemingly being attentive to the situation below him, aware of you eventually going out there, ready to escort you throughout the city. Valentina, you notice something heavy in your left side. In your pouch or in your belt strap, something has notched itself into it.
Something has what?
Notched itself into it between you and your belt.
Oh, I pull it out?
It's a pouch. A leather pouch.
I open it.
It's a bunch of gold coins.
Where did these come from?
Collectively, you find 700 gold pieces.
Huh. How strange.
And a small note.
I pick up the note. And what do I
This
do?
should cover the expenses you've had with me. Though I get to keep the gem. Fuck you, Kira.
How nice.
As I hold the note after I read the note, I hold my palm open with the note in my hand, and I use Sacred Flame on my hand to burn the note.
Alright.
What was that?
Kira. I shake my head.
Wait, she left you a note?
She paid me back some of the gold.
Heh. You were just on the receiving end of Thieves' Honor. Congratulations.
Thieves' Honor?
What's that?
Well, I sort of take a dagger and start picking my teeth. We can't all be upstanding citizens all of the time, so sometimes you just gotta make your way around life, and you might not like it, but it's better leaving off without any weird debts for the future that people can remember.
I see.
You know what, Paluna? As a little welcoming gift for you joining our party officially, I'd like you to have this. And I pull out a dagger from my bag of holding. I won it on the ferry over here in a gambling game. It was very exciting. I don't really know what it does, but it looks pretty cool. Side
Now
note.
this is a proper gambling prize.
It's called it's not identified yet, but it is called Dagger of Returning.
Hey, what the fuck? We're supposed to give him gifts. You see Bear scrabbling in his bag, trying to find something.
Guys,
pulls out
no
a
need.
black cloak.
Stop, guys! Stop it!
Mm-hmm.
No need. I've joined up your party of my own free will. I don't need gifts for doing it.
No. Gift shall be given. I pull out a black cloak and give it to you. We found it from Kamir. I don't know what it does, but it looks cool. Here you go.
Mr. DM, what am I noting down on that black cloak? Is
Yes.
that just a black cloak, or am I giving it a letter of funk
P.
for you to remember? E?
P.
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 No, you say you're a rogue, you can hide in there. I think it will fit you.
I have to make sure. Just checking to say.
I looted it from Kamir's body, a black cloak and a ring, he said.
Yeah, just making sure which one it is of the item. Yep. It's a black
Well,
cloak.
I won't say I don't appreciate it. You don't really have much use for cloaks out in the, ships of all places, but I guess I'm going to be traveling like a landlubber for a while, so
Yeah,
thank you.
exactly.
Thank you both.
We're not going on any ships, So,
That is what we agreed.
the black might, hide you in the shadows. It will help with your sneak attack. It will suit you. I'm sure you get used for it. Maybe identify it first before you use it, since it is from that fucker Kamir.
You're probably not wrong.
It might be cursed or something, I don't know.
The problem is there's going to be quite a foresty road going on from here, and I don't think we'll bumble into anyone that can identify things upon those roads.
Oh,
At
no,
least not likely.
Yeah.
Probably in Eastwatch, but
There's
we'll see.
a bunch of wizards in Eastwatch.
Yeah.
There better be. It's Eastwatch. If they've stopped having wizards, then
Yeah, they have a whole
kinda
academy of them.
disappointed.
Oh, that
Exactly.
academy, it was so fun.
Yeah, Beer
we should
tried
go
to be a
back there when
student.
we get. Yeah, I was doing so well, but then.
We were there one day, Beer.
Yeah, but I aced that day. I was on fire. Anyways, let's go.
Yes.
Knowing that academy,
enough
I
time
hope
wasted.
you're not being literal.
What do you mean?
Oh, I was.
He was
It's
on
entirely
fire.
possible to literally be on fire in the Wizards Academy.
Oh, right.
Oh, no, not that little.
We just got teleported around a lot.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Sounds like the place.
It was awful.
I mean,
Every time we picked up an item, we would be teleported to somewhere new. Not knowing
but
where.
that's the fun part of Wizards Academy. You don't know what's going on, but as long as you watch from the sidelines, it's going to be entertaining to some degree. They have no sense of self-preservation in there. It's like they go behind the walls of the academy and anything of, oh, maybe I shouldn't start experimenting with fireballs in a small room. It just evaporates from their head. Some of the most intelligent beings on this plane, and they still think it's a smart idea to throw fireball indoors. I don't get it.
Yeah, who knows? Wizards are kind of shady.
They're wizards. It is their job to be beyond our comprehension, and I'm not going to stoop to their level to try to comprehend it.
I think they're pretty cool.
Oh, I set one of them on fire once. Oh, well, it wasn't me. It was the book. Oh, actually, it was two of them.
Oh, let's not
Yeah,
let's not talk about that.
yeah,
That was a bit awkward.
yeah.
You guys sound like you have some excellent stories for the road. I have to hear these while we're traveling.
Sure, we'll tell you all about it, but I'm sure we'll make more, plenty more.
Oh, we can tell you all about
Yes, but-
why we were at the Wizards Academy.
Sure,
Ooh,
yeah.
Sounds like a fun old time. I
Yeah.
assume we're just slowly getting out of the city as this whole conversation.
Yeah.
I would imagine so, yeah. You're walking and talking throughout the city. And sure enough, above you, Jimmy is at times diving down between some of the houses and flying up again. And you're walking throughout the city. And during this 2 hours of trek before you reach the city edge, is there something you want to do or talk about?
You just see Bear every once in a while, he just looks up at Jimmy, just gets a bit emotional, and
I'm playing with my
very proud dad kind of vibes, it's just
I'm definitely
happy.
playing with my new dagger.
I'm just telling stories of our adventure so far, and once in a while when it goes quiet, I'll look at Beer's and Paluna's veins, just wondering what would they taste like.
Oh God.
Don't worry, you won't be getting a taste because you're looking in vain.
Can Paluna
Paluna,
take some
how-
psychic damage?
Paluna, how are you playing with your new dagger?
It's rolling it in your hand, sometimes flipping it up in the air, catching it. I have a fair amount of experience handling weapons, so I imagine I wouldn't be bad at playing with my dagger. Also proficient in sleight of hand.
Whenever you flip it up into the air, you get a strong sensation that returns to your hand steadily.
What happens if I try and like reach out for this sensation?
It just lands steadily in your hand whenever you flip it up into the air.
That's nifty, and gonna start like fake juggling with it.
And every time it just lands perfectly back in your hand. The higher and higher you keep throwing it, it just lands perfectly in your hand with the shaft.
Ooh, that is nifty.
Are we pretty good with that dagger?
No, it's the dagger that's pretty good.
Oh.
It's a dagger for turning, +1, so a basic dagger, and whenever you throw it, it returns to your hand.
I'm going to start using that instead of the other dagger.
Yeah. And I will allow ranged sneak attack with it.
Cool.
Super!
So, you reach the outskirts of the town, and for the first time, you get to look back at the town and see its width, because till now you've just seen it from being within the city, but the city expands a long way across a river that goes further inland. And it's just houses upon houses, and the further it goes, you see the ruins that have been completely trodden down by something massive, maybe even more massive entities. And the further it goes back to the ocean and the harbor, the more intact the houses seems to be, as if it is a wave rising from the ground towards the ocean of houses that are in more and more intact shape. Taking the side, yeah.
You know what, guys? I've been out for a while. I disappeared from the world for 30 years, as far as I understand. But it feels good coming back and being able to do something like this. We've saved this.
Yeah.
We've given this place another chance.
Yeah, it does feel kind of nice.
We did good, yeah. So some would even maybe call us heroes, you know?
I don't know, but
know,
I'm so happy we took care of Kamir.
Yeah, that guy was so fucking evil. Ugh.
He was shady beyond belief. I've known a criminal circle here or there, but that was something else.
He was trying to figure out how to make vampires.
You think so?
Yes, it said so in one of his notes.
Well, you
That
know me,
explains all
I
the
can't read, so.
vampires and experiments. But, of course, he couldn't do it. Only Arkham could.
Yeah,
Another
of
fool of a
course.
scientist.
Only Arkham, yeah.
He's a god.
Yeah, no, of course.
Hmm.
I know all of the gods, yeah, sure.
Can I make an insight check on Beer?
I'm clearly lying.
There's no need
You
to
don't
roll.
need to, you
Okay.
don't need to make an insight check.
Besides with his social rolls today, there is no shot he rolls.
No, there's no need. He's just clearly talking for the sake of talking.
So you're making your way throughout the landscape, and this is just a last.
I assume like one last thing I would do before we leave the city is I'd see if we can catch the eye of Jimmy and wave him goodbye.
Jimmy is still following you above you throughout, like looking out for you as you travel across the plains for a while. And the moment it hits nighttime and you guys are about to set up for camp, he lands and turns into Jimmy. Okay, well, good luck, everybody.
Is this it? Is this it?
This is it.
Okay. Go. I'll say goodbye. Go.
It's okay, Peter.
It's not permanent.
Oh,
We'll be back.
Will we?
We're too... Please. We're too dumb to be killed.
Well, of course we're not getting killed.
Exactly.
Although you did
So if we're
get
not
killed
getting
that one
killed-
time, Baluna.
and I got better.
Mm.
He makes like he points at his eyes, pointing at your eyes, like looking at you. I'm seeing you. I
Yes.
got better. No small part, thanks to your efforts.
Yes.
So I'm sure we'll make it. And one day, we'll be back. And I want to see a town rebuilt.
Oh, that would be
We saw it on the
exciting.
way out. Exactly. We saw it on the way out. Some of it's still standing, but there's much work to do. If you want to make something truly worth doing, then bring that town back.
Okay.
Do it for us, Jimmy.
I'll
If we can do that, do it for beer.
I'll do it for beer. Okay.
I believe in you, Jimmy. You can do it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good luck, Jimmy.
Now go. Go, Jimmy. Fly. Soar through the sky like the
He turns
majestic
around.
creature you are.
And begins to run in full speed. And as he's running, like one limb at a time, turns into a dragon.
Yes.
Looks a bit
So
wonky.
majestic.
Looks a bit wonky, tilting to the side as one body part is massive compared to the rest. And then the other body part and begins to fly off.
Beer just fully breaks down, like.
I pat Beer on the back,
I just
You're
miss him
good, man.
already.
You're good.
It's
Uh,
okay,
We'll meet him
Beer.
again. We'll meet him again.
It's, it's just so emotional. Like,
Yeah, man.
when you see
I get you.
like, when you see someone grow up and realize their full potential, it's just such a beautiful sight.
Yes. Of course.
Yeah, I'm just so proud of Jimmy.
But now you must look ahead to Eastwatch, where Beer is waiting for you. The little Beer.
Small bear. Oh, I miss that little guy as well. I can't wait to meet him again. We can tell him all about our stories that we experienced here, and how we saved the city, and he will be so happy to hear all our stories.
Yeah.
And then we can see how he has improved with his lockpicking, and hopefully Tiny has taken good care of him.
Hopefully.
Otherwise, that little fucker is in for some trouble.
I don't know if we should
Who
mess
is
with
this
her.
little Beer fellow?
Oh, he's a little furbog fella we met.
He looks like
Oh,
Beer,
does he
but
love you?
small.
Yeah, we saved him from one of the cages. You know how we saved some people from like these cages from the nobles? We told you, right?
I mean, you did say that the nobles were doing some truly terrible things and you'd been working on saving people, but
Yeah, exactly.
didn't
So there was
any
like this
details on it.
dungeon. There was this dungeon. There were people in cages.
Oh no, Beer was little Beer was from the mansion. Remember? Wasn't he?
Yeah, but he was also in a cage.
Oh yeah, that's true. He was.
Yeah. So there were these cages.
Is
people
cages
with
a
this
recurring theme with you guys?
Yeah, surprisingly
Yeah.
so.
Well, we keep saving people from cages. I don't know. Lots of people in trouble.
He was part of the Dampure experiment.
Exactly.
Amir was behind.
Deja vu.
Yeah, it's all one big like plot. I don't know. But slowly we're killing them all.
But Kamir wasn't the only one part of it. It was also.
I nod respectfully, like, yes, that is jolly good.
Newman?
Hmm.
The other noble?
Yeah, that's the only guy we have left on our list, I think.
Yeah.
But talking about a little bit, he's just a small fella looking like me, and he's looking for his way back to the Feywild as well. So I promised him after we took care of business, meaning taking out all these fucking nobles, I would help him get back to the Feywilds.
That sounds reasonable. I assumed you were the only one that was on an accidental dimension hopping spree, but
Apparently
seems
not.
like there's more of you.
Yeah.
Well, the more you know.
Yeah, well. Yeah, that's about it. I'm not sure what else to say about that.
He says as he gets disconnected from the lobby.
Oh no!
No beer!
I'm back. I'm back.
He's been obliterated.
I'm here.
Alright, it's time to set up camp. You're currently in the open plains, just hills and grass, as far as the eye can see. So, anything you want to do before nighttime? Setting up tents and whatever you may need.
Setting up tents. What is that?
I know you just dig a hole and hide in it.
Not even. I'm just laying on the ground.
I'll set up my tent and
Get some dinner going. Eat a ration.
Oh, you want a berry? I still got some.
I'm good.
Actually, does that berry last for the entire day?
I mean, I ate one this morning. I found some in my bucket. I mean, I only ate the berry. It's like, oh, this is nice treat, but I haven't been hungry all day, so maybe if you eat it, you'll have the same.
I think for now I'll take some of my rations. They do need to be eaten eventually, after all.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever you want.
As I get to work cooking up like a crock pot, my explorer's kit, using the standard stuff. And probably I would try to do some stargazing as well to sort of, as a sailor, figure out roughly where I am on the land.
Right. Well, you have a vague estimate of where you are. You're somewhere southwest of the city. You have yet to make an actual decision whether or not you want to cross the mountain range or if you want to go slightly west to avoid the mountain range. So, that's your current location. Is everybody going to go to a rest? Or anything you want to do
Probably
before
I would
bedtime?
like to do something,
Watches.
but just give me a sec.
We have to have a watch schedule at least, since we are resting in the wilderness.
I'd suggest that me and Paluna take the watches and Beer doesn't have to, since both me and Paluna only need 4 hours.
Yeah. Same setup as usual.
So Paluna first, and then Valentina,
Sure.
and then Beer. I imagine.
Yep.
Alright. Nighttime comes, and rest finds everybody but Paluna in this moment. If I can get you to roll a perception check as you peer into the vast hillscape of grass and hills. You have night vision, right?
I have dark vision.
Yeah, dark vision, yeah. Looking into the night. Eerily enough, no signs of any night creatures like wolves on the hunt or flying creatures. Oddly still and silent. But nothing unusual moves around. Just quiet. Your night
Yeah, I mean,
shift goes by without
it's
any issue.
spooky in general. Nature produces sounds, but if it's very silent, then when we eventually change watch, I'll definitely say that to Valentina that it's been oddly silent for the while. So keep an eye out, and if you hear any noises, be vigilant.
Yep.
Yeah, and Valentina comes to and receives that message. And
I will
Paluna goes to sleep.
very carefully watch my surroundings.
Make a perception check. Looking throughout the night. Nothing. The same eerie silence. And no movements in the dark. Anything you want to do before waking up the next one?
I would probably like to pray and talk to Arkham, holding my medallion. And say that. Just talk about how confused I am with everything that's happened. What is these dreams? What do they mean? Have I done something wrong? Why has this happened to me? Can I redeem myself? How has he been punished by other gods? How can I help?
Make a religion check.
Unlucky.
Not a very religious moment there.
The amulet, as you're holding it, snaps in two.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Mm.
And you feel your divine sense lost.
Huh?
Oh, shit.
You no longer have access to any spell that requires your divine channeling.
Huh? Try to stick it back together. Like, come on, and lick the side of it and try to just.
Anyone got some super glue?
Beer.
Oh, you need
The sound of Valentina panicking, letting out an unmilitary, panicked yell. You wake up from hearing this.
You okay?
No!
Enemies? Where's the enemies? Where are they?
My amulet, it broke!
What the?
It's broken! Look, can you fix it?
Hmm.
Here, fix it, please.
I don't know how.
Do something!
I don't know. Is it an animal? Is it a plant?
No, it's a religious medallion.
I can't. I don't know how.
Arkham,
I
please.
can't help you.
Keep trying to push the medallion back together in desperate effort.
As Valentina's panicking, I pull out my flower.
All right.
The one with the 3 petals.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to use my speech of beast and leaf to talk with this flower.
All right.
And I would say,
Oberon, if you're there, I don't know if this flower is from you or not, but if you're there, please help my friend Valentina. She needs help. Her amulet. It broke. Could you fix it, please? I beg of you. I would do anything for you.
So here's the thing. Do you know the spell Commune?
I mean, me as a player, I know, but
Yes.
my character doesn't know.
Valentina, you see Beer talking to his flower, and in that moment, he enters a trance, his eyes glazes over, and he seems to be in deep focus.
He's gonna
You
go
feel-
quiet and stare at Beer.
Beer, you feel like you can answer questions, or ask questions, but they must pertain to a reply that is either yes or a no. And you are very, very much aware of this in this moment.
How many ask? 3 questions, right?
Yes.
I would ask, since Valentina is so in panic, I would ask,
Is there a way we can fix the medallion?
You feel overcome with a warm sensation that you feel one with nature in this moment. and then it goes cold, giving you the hint that there is no way to fix the medallion that is broken before you. But at the same time, something else overcomes you. Uncertainty. Maybe it's not the medallion that requires fixing.
Something wrong with Valentina.
You have 2 questions remaining.
Yeah, that's my question. Did you not hear?
No, I thought it was a statement to yourself.
No. That's my question. Is something wrong with Valentina?
Once again, this warm sensation of a warm summer breeze overcomes you, and then it turns to a chilly winter sensation, uncomfortable biting cold. Nothing seems to be wrong.
Are we on the right path to fix all our problems? To fix our problems?
The sensation that overcomes you once again alternates between winter and a warm summer, back and forth. Uncertainty. And then you exit your trance and you come to again, seeing Valentina sit before you.
What the hell was that?
What happened? Did the
I
flower
should
enter
know.
you?
As you look
It
at the
did.
flower, a petal snaps off and falls onto the ground.
Oh,
Something did happen.
you were in some kind of trance. What happened? What did the flower
I
say?
was. You should sit down, Valentina.
I'm sitting.
Oh, I mean, this might not be easy to hear, but I think there's no way to fix your medallion. I think it's just broken.
What?
Yeah.
No, it can't be. I need it. Why would it break?
Well, that's a question you should think about, you know. If the gods are meddling with us, then there must be a reason for you to, you know, go through this. But I feel like I spoke to my god, and he told me there's no way we could ever fix your medallion. It's just gone.
Well, maybe your god was lying.
He wouldn't.
Who's your god?
Trust me. Just trust me. It's Oberon.
Who?
Oberon.
How do I spell that?
Oberon. Oberon.
Okay. Oh,
He wouldn't lie to me.
are you
There's
sure?
no way. I'm sure.
Why would it break?
He's a protector of my people.
Have I disappointed Arkham in some way? Or maybe Arkham is trapped and someone is meddling.
Well, whatever it is, I think it has more to do with you as a person, Valentina. I think it said that you were broken and we need to fix you.
It's that damn vampire who did this to me. In the Wizard's Tower.
Wait, what happened?
When we were in
You
the...
never told us exactly what happened.
Well, I was
Only like a little bit.
sent to the basement and there was a vampire in a cage. And he bit me.
Yeah.
And
He bit you?
yes, and
What
ever
the fuck?
after that, I've had this uncontrollable thirst almost. Well, obviously I'm controlling it, but
I see.
I think you know what's up with me. I think I know too. It's just
Yeah, well, there has been some changes for sure. Like, you've been very cranky at some points, and like, yeah. And now that I learned that you drank from Kira, and
do you think that's
think
why
we
it
should-
broke? Because I drank from her?
maybe, yeah. maybe Arkham is mad that you did that. Like,
But it was
he's
already...
like, no, you're not allowed to. You're only allowed to drink from bottles. And then you drink from first, and he's like, yeah, fuck you, I'll break your medallion.
But the medallion was already torn before it completely broke.
It was?
Yes,
You never told us.
I know. I was ashamed. Didn't want to believe it.
You have to tell us these things, Valentina. How are we supposed to help you if you don't tell us these things?
Because being a Dhampir is beneath me.
Wait, you're a Dhampir now? Think that's what happened to you?
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me. But
Oh boy.
it doesn't make any sense. I was a true vampire. How could I have been changed?
Well, like you said, it's that guy in the basement in the Wizards Academy. You think he has the power to change people into Dhampirs?
And he told me that Arkham was a false god, and that is not true.
So who will be the real god? Like the true god?
I don't know. But I would like to find out who put that vampire in the basement and ask him some questions. Apparently it was a wizard. I think.
Okay. I mean, I think this is some important stuff, because I mean, your amulet broke, and
Yes.
I think I spoke to my god, and I asked him some questions about you because I was worried, and he didn't exactly tell me that we were on the right track, but he also didn't tell me we were on the wrong track. So
I feel like
I think this is important. Like, we need to fix you. We need to make you back into a vampire.
I would like that more than anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's say when we get back to Eastwatch, we'll try to figure out a cure for you.
Yes.
We'll put it as one of our top priorities.
I just don't feel my connection to Arkham anymore. It's gone.
Well, yeah, your amulet broke. No wonder. Wait, do you think when this flower lost its petal, my connection to Oberon diminishes as well? Oh god.
Don't know, but you seem to grow a lot of flowers, so maybe we'll just
I
get a
really
new
hope
one.
I don't lose my connection to the paywall.
I don't know what to do now.
Well, me neither. What do you feel like? You think we should confront this guy in the basement together?
No, he will not give us any answers. We have to find out who put him there and why,
Alright,
and who he is.
let's do that. As soon as we get to his watch, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. You go rest now. I'll finish this watch.
Okay.
I'm awake now. I can't sleep anyway.
Thank you, Beer.
No, thank you. Thank you for trusting me and telling this, you know?
You're
It's
a
the only
good
way
friend,
we're gonna
Beer.
get through this. Thank you. So are you.
Give him a little smile and go into my tent.
As she's leaving, I'll just like give her a little hug from behind.
Aww. I'll allow it.
All right. I imagine you'll return to rest.
Yeah, I'll finish the watch.
What do you mean? I've been sleeping all along.
Right, true.
Conversation blissfully going by my character. Still somewhat suspicious, but unknowing of the true nature of Valentina.
Just probably tell him.
Maybe.
The shift comes to an end, and a new day dawns. And as you'll come to consciousness, the first thing that meets your eye is snow falling from the sky, slowly landing and covering the ground.
It is not fall, is it? Like in game, what was the weather when we went to sleep?
It was like summer.
Ah,
Paluna just-
hell no!
Oh, God.
Paluna just like wakes up and he's like, "Oh, fuck."
I wake up and I'm like, Christmas! I'm just kidding.
That's where
I
we're going to
know
end the
what's
episode.
going on.
Oh,
God, no.
Mm.
The whole like, oh, I know why the planes were silent. Fuck this.
Mysterious snow falling from the sky.
At
So-
least I get to be an absolute rogue now.
True.
Look at
You
Mark
can-
of the Wild. I get to be an absolute nuisance now.
You can just dip
falling
down
snow.
in snow and
Um,
disappear.
Nice.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
that's
good session.
good session. You guys got to talk a lot.
I feel
Yeah.
like we've uncovered a lot here. Holy shit.
Mm.
Making progress.
So, when you say I can't use my divine powers anymore, what does that entail?
No more cleric spells.
You can't use your divine divinity, channel divinity
Oh.
anyway.
God.
I mean, it's not like you've been using that too much anyway. So.
She's been using it to regain spell slots, mostly the fight.
Sucks.
Yeah, better fix your problems, miss.
What about, like, spell-wise?
You're fine with your normal spells, at least as far as you know for now.
Okay. Help.
So, slight issue we're going to run into the future. The next D&D session lands on the day that my family usually have a Christmas dinner.
Yeah, I don't think we should play next week. That's a bit.
No.
I was about to say, next week is out of the question for me because that is big Christmas dinner in my family as well.
Yeah, so
the
next
second,
time
though,
would
I can-
be January 2nd.
Yeah, no problem. For me.
That might be very ambitious as well. I'll have to get back to you on that, considering New Year's parties and whatnot. I don't know what state I'm in or if
Don't
I'm
worry
at all
about it.
nearby things.
I have vacation from work until January 6th, so I have some flexibility in that period.
Hey.
So do
So-
I.
We could,
It's
we
just,
could do like
uh,
the 3rd or the 4th or something. That's fine
Yeah.
with me as well.
might do it later.
You'll,
It's just I'm holding it like I'm being other places than my house for a lot of Christmas and New Year's this year.
Let's put it this way, Oren, you let us know around January 2nd if you want to do something that week, and if not, we're just going to wait until January 9th.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
All right.
I would like to play like the 3rd or 4th at least, but yeah, just let us know.
Yeah, me too, if possible,
It
of
would be
course.
nice. Yeah. But next week is, I think, not a good idea.
What? You
Like
don't want to
holidays.
squeeze it in between one Christmas dinner and another one?
I mean, we could do like the Saturday the 28th, I guess, but nah.
No,
next
no
week
pushing
is
it.
family
Family
week.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
completely understandable. And you guys can get some time to ponder what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
I mean, we
I
chose
have
to travel by foot. We will now face the consequences of our actions.
Yep.
I have to give you compliments, Mickey. It's been an absolute joy. Like the way you've like woven all these stories into one. It's like amazing. I like it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
you.
amazing.
Great
You're
job.
so good.
I'm gonna make myself a smoothie.
You're welcome, Oren. Yeah,
Alright.
I'm happy. I'm having fun with this, so let's keep it up for as long as possible.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, yeah. See each other
You
maybe in
guys-
2 weeks then.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year,
Happy
everybody.
holidays, everyone.
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Happy holidays, chat.
All right, well,
See you
I'll
guys.
see you soon.
See ya around.